Welcome to Rules of Villainy, episode 57, live from St. Louis, Missouri, underneath the arch in the hidden Weather Machine bunker, where 4 new trading card game players quest and challenge their way to the competitive top tables and discuss their opinions on Disney's Lorcana. This evening, we'll be covering the latest news in Lorcana, answering your questions, and going over the latest developments to the metagame. I'm Villain Vince, joined by my 3 co-hosts, Villainous Kirsten, Villain Andy, and the mayor of Lorcana himself, Brad. How is it going, everyone?
Going great.
I think you missed one key thing that we're doing today, though.
No, I didn't. We're not doing anything special. I don't know what you're talking about, Villainous Kirsten, at all.
We went to
you know what?
GenCon.
You know what?
It was
Actually, you're
About
right.
what we're doing yet.
You're
Just
right.
That we're at the arch.
You're absolutely right. I did totally forget. Happy International Cat Day.
Oh,
Excellent.
I had Toby in here because I know that the viewers want to see Toby bouncing around in his very young kitten-like state. But as you guys know from the other night, he actually turned off my computer as we were talking about everything. So I can't have him doing that tonight while we're going live. So
I
had
know
to
what?
throw him out.
You know what, though? I think the viewers want it. They want him live. They want the chaos agent. They want Toby. The viewers demand it.
After we do what we're doing tonight, we'll get a segment in here where Toby makes a visit. But right now, I want everything to go swimmingly. So we're gonna keep him out of here. He's a
Totally
cat.
fair. Totally fair. Oh, you know what, Kirsten? I get it. I get what you're talking about. We have a giveaway. We have a giveaway for our viewers.
500
500!
subscribers. Let's go.
500.
Oh,
A month ago, we were trying to get 400 for our 1-year anniversary, and literally a month later, we just went plus 100. This is absolutely insane, you guys. I'm just over the moon about everything that we've been doing.
So you excited to play the item deck, Kirsten?
Is that the
we
right
never
word?
specify. I was gonna say we never specify
That's
what
true.
kind. All it has to be is a meta version. So I'm like playing around with both. I'm probably gonna play the mana version, but we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm on theme again, so got a
Ooh.
ruby now. So we'll see.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of International Cat Day, Cassian is now biting out my leg.
So what was that giveaway, Vince?
But yeah,
Let's go
let's
with the
get back
giveaway.
to the giveaway. So we have, I believe, a Google link in the description below. Sorry, Cassian is continuing to bite me. So Brad, do you want to take this? You want to talk about it while
Absolutely. I'm going to throw it in the chat. We do have we do have a 500 subscriber giveaway. These 3 villains went to GenCon over the weekend. I'm going to abstain from being a part of this giveaway. As a whole, yes, and I absolutely love that you guys are doing this, but they're doing all 4 of the promos. If you guys want to stick around through the podcast tonight, at the end of the night, we are going to raffle off. If you join get on the forum, we'll spin a wheel, and you guys will have a chance at winning all 4 of those promos. It's a Pluto, it's a Rapunzel, it's a Goofy, and it is an Anna from the Quest event. And then we also have a second place one as well, a Stitch Rocket playmat that was given away with one of the bundles that they bought on the weekend. So just a special thank you to everybody who's made this podcast what it is after a year and 1 month, 500 subscribers. We're just in awe that you guys keep coming back every week for just something that we love doing because we love the games. So really excited about that.
And you know what? Special note, if you'd like, we'll give you the option. You can either have the Stitch playmat totally brand new, or it will be worth more if you get the villains to sign it. And we will gladly do so.
I will sign it, but I can't promise it's going to be worth anything.
I don't know. I hear them clamoring for more signatures from the villains.
Oh, and we'll also throw in some Ruby cards.
Yep.
I met
not the
so
only
many
one.
people at GenCon.
And you know what? We can also throw in some of our reveal cards from from when we did it in
You jump
Arcadia's
scared
Island.
everyone, Vince. You jump scared everyone. They all thought this was the reveal card.
Wait, we have a reveal? Oh, that's right.
Well, like,
We-
people have been revealing cards, so, you jump scared them. I don't know.
Speaking of reveals, if I can go on a tangent really quickly, I saw Garrick in the chat here. Everybody needs to check out his video today. I don't know if you guys all watched it, but I took the time out of my workday to watch it today. Absolutely incredible for his reveal. So something to go check out at Garrick's Lorcana lair. I can't express enough how much I loved every second of that reveal.
It was so much fun being like watching that live and having the chat just explode with all of their predictions and like the twists and the turns and the cliffhangers. It was an emotional roller coaster.
A roller coaster is the best way to describe it. And it was so informative. It was so well done.
It was so
and
fun.
Every second you thought it would be a different card until the very end when he finally told you what it was. And love the ride. It was absolutely incredible. And I can't express enough. Everybody needs to check that out.
Yeah. And he was at GenCon too. So
Yes.
it was great to meet him. I think one of our team members, Jimmy, was in line with him to get the first chapter trove between him and JDZ. Which we're going to talk a whole heck of a lot more about GenCon and our experience there. But as I pretend that I don't know what we're here for, I do know that we are here for the Fabled Reveal. You're all here in the chat. You're clamoring to know what the reveal is. And we're excited to do it. So now is the time. We're gonna reveal this Disney Lorcana upcoming set card for Fable.
Are we? Do you know what it is?
Andy?
Yeah, take it away.
You gonna show the reveal?
No, Brad has
I don't have it.
Brad has it.
I don't have it.
Brad,
Wait,
no,
what?
You're the mayor. You have
Guys,
it.
this is a live show. Come on.
No,
Oh no.
Oh,
You have it, Brad.
we really don't have it?
I
don't have it at all.
I don't have it.
All right, hold on. I'll make a call.
All right.
I'm gonna play
right,
my
all right.
mayor. I'm gonna play the mayor card here.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
I know.
I'm calling a very real Ravensburger hotline here. Yes,
God,
yes.
we've got this number.
Yeah, for sure. That's on standby. Yes, this is the mayor of Lorcana, and I might be in a little bit of deep trouble here. I need to talk to Mr. Ravensburger himself. Yeah, I'll hold. I think that was Tito. I don't know why he's answered, folks.
Well, he's got to do something in between the podcasts.
Communicate.
Mr. Ravensburger. Yes, this is the mayor. I need to cash in a huge favor. We seem to have misplaced our reveal. Yes. You don't have any more. No. He says he doesn't have any more, Andy.
Well, we've got
that can't be the case.
almost 50 people here waiting for one. We have to have
41 people. We don't usually do a live stream. We got 41 people wanting to see this reveal today. Surely, in the land of Disney Lorcana, we can conjure up some kind of card for us. Listen, I don't like playing.
There's got to be a glimmer available here.
Yeah, I don't like playing the mayor card here, but I was there when we rezoned McDuck Manor when he wanted that stupid vault. I helped rebuild Montanui after that big flooding session, after that big battle with that sea witch, and let alone all the fireworks I had to buy afterwards. We can certainly
fun party, by the way, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm dual talking here. I have you on the phone, Ravensburger, and I have my team here. They really want this reveal. It's surely with the magic of Disney Lorcana, we can conjure something up. Is that right? You think so? Yeah, I think you. Yes, guys. They said, Mr. Ravensburger said we can conjure up whatever we want, guys. Starting with the ink color. What do you guys think?
Amethyst, of course.
Amethyst. Anybody? Amethyst is unanimous. We got an amethyst card. Amethyst sounds good. Since we're dealing with magic, I would like a sorcerer. There's plenty of sorcerers in Disney Lorcana. Somebody.
Hey,
Brad. Yeah,
it's going to be great villain. I wanted
none of that hero riffraff. We're the Rules of Villainy podcast. We want a villain. Can we do that? Somebody that can conjure up lightning from their fingertips, leaving the opponent just trembling in fear, where they can't ready up at the start of their turn when they see her on a stroll, when the boss is on a roll. You poor unfortunate soul. Yes, that's perfect. That is perfect. Yes, thank you. Send it my way. I'm going to give it to Kirsten to give to the people. And thank you so much. Kirsten, if you will.
All right. We have 3-cost, uninkable, Ursula Sea Witch. You're too late. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't ready at the start of their turn. The art is by John Lauren.
John Lawrence
Don't
got
forget, that
great-
secret contract has already been written.
Yes. What do you guys think?
We thought we were done with Ursula in set 4 after we vanquished her in deep trouble, as Brad alluded to, but she
coming
sticks
back.
around.
She's
It
coming
evades-
back.
Vengeance.
She sticks
Coming back.
around.
And what I like the most about her right now is so far we don't know that the boss is coming back. She came out at the same time as Madame Medusa, so she would be instantly just a Madame Medusa target. And right now I think she could come out and actually do some things, let alone, the limited format where she, readying and unreadying and stuff is a big deal. I like it. And the art by John Lauren, which I'm going to throw in the description here if you guys want to go to his Instagram or his website, is fantastic in this entire game. Every piece that he has is top of the line.
Yeah. What else has he done? Do you have?
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me anymore, but I know he's done the rivaled Archer Robin Hood. He's done the other
is coming
Ursula,
back.
which is coming back. A few others. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, while we talk about this card a little bit, I believe it sticks with its rarity here in a rare card.
It does, yes. It does stick with the rarity, which is something we didn't know. Viewers will know from the last time that we were discussing this. We had predicted incorrectly that rarities would change, and we were quickly found that was incorrect. Like a few days later. But that's okay. That's all right. But yeah, I think what I have seen so far, and Andy, I know you're a much more limited player, but Fabled is looking to be a really awesome limited set.
It does have a lot of really nice cards for like sealed and draft, or even pack rush. Uninkable is always a scary sort of thing, but even in constructed play, I could see as less and less removal cards get brought back. We have no big Sisu, we have no B prep, we have no ladies in chairs, right? So
Yet
as of this time of recording,
Sure.
so it means characters are going to be able to stick around more reliably. And so this is a pretty nice effect, especially if you pair it with something like a bodyguard or giving them evasive in some way. It's also a shift target for the big Ursula. Is that on the chopping block?
On the chopping block, we don't know if it's coming back yet.
Hopefully
Yeah, that was also set for.
Maybe it comes back. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think all around I like that it has some nice text. It doesn't exert them, it just keeps them exerted. It's like the
Exactly.
other half of the Elsa.
Yeah. Going back to John Lauren really quickly, he's got the Bolt Shift, the dueling from the last one. He's got the Iago that's been ever present in any Amethyst deck right now for the evasive 4/6. That's just
The card that I can't seem to pull out of any of my packs.
it's a menace. You can just buy 4 starter decks if you need a play
I know,
single
I
player
know.
decks. But of course he's also got the Pooh Honey Wizard, the original art of that, which is coming back, and everybody loves the Honey Wizard Pooh. He's got the Enchanted Jafar from the set championships, which we have one more week of. We'll touch on that in the main segment tonight. One of my favorite arts of the game, and one of my predictions, and is coming back, is the Robin Hood Daydreamer. He's got both that and the Little John dual cards that go back side by side as well. So ultimately, yeah, the art on this card is absolutely fantastic. I think there is play there. I think keeping people shut down to the board, is fact. And she is just a fair card. She's a 3/3/3. She quests for 1. There's just ways I think that you can utilize her. As a Blurple player, it's a little hard. That 3 spot is hard because you want to usually play a 4 cost. You want to ideally ramp on turn 2,
Right.
but there are ways to utilize her, I think, and I'm curious to see what those lines are as we approach Fable.
So wait, can anyone confirm, has the Robin Hood Archer, the Sapphire one, been confirmed as a reprint?
It has,
Yes.
It has. So
Yep.
in that case, all 4 of John Lauren's cards have been confirmed as reprints. except as to Enchanted's, which
Except the enchanted Ursula's. Yeah,
but
sure. Yeah.
if the John Lauren theory is correct, and if it rings true, then this actually means that both Ursula, Sea Witch Queen, and Deceiver of All could be coming back. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just a theory, all right?
It's
Just
a theory.
So we've now got John Lauren theory. Added that to puzzle theory.
Puzzle theory, right? Yeah, there's all
And they
kinds
both
of theories.
seem legit.
Yeah, so far they're both batting 1,000. Right?
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. So I have added that to the master list of Lorcana reveals.
And not to pat myself on the back, but that's another point for the mayor on our prediction list.
That's not
Bruh.
fair.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. I don't know that we're gonna count that one.
I know.
I didn't put it on my list.
The look on your faces when we recorded that video and I picked that card, you were like, really, really?
You know, honestly, it took me everything to not purposefully react to that when you said it. I looked at Andy to see Andy's reaction in the box, and I was like, he really did. He said it, didn't he?
I honestly expected Andy to do it, and he didn't do it. So
Why would I do that, Brad?
it's an easy point.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Right?
Yeah.
That's Brad's motto over here. Watch how many cards you draw, folks.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
true
Oh, no.
villain over here. True villain.
No kidding.
And now I just want to say, for those that are in our Discord, if you're not, you should be. You'll understand why I've been dogging on Brad for the past week and a half. It's because of this.
Every new reveal that I got a point for, I need to make sure everybody knows that the mayor got another point.
All right.
But yeah, that's it.
Anything else? Yeah, let us know also in the comments. We'll talk about this card a little bit more as we go through, but let us know your thoughts. Is this a card that you might incorporate in any of your Amethyst decks? Are you excited to see Ursula Sea Witch Queen back in the game
regular Sea
for the
Witch.
future?
It's just Sea Witch, yeah. But
I'm
I
sorry,
also
but
am
this
excited for the
Sea Witch.
queen.
This could
if
be
she
a
does come
playmat, honestly. This is good art.
It is a fire on art. But honestly, I tell you what,
Maybe an
this
epic.
is the thing. I'll just say,
That'd be
for Lorcana, the art is always phenomenal.
Always.
Always.
Fantastic. So it's honestly like there are some what we might call, or
Pete.
actually what Andy might call, some
card.
like C or D tier TCGs that just don't have the art that
Yeah.
Lorcana does.
That's right.
All right, should we move on to Constituents Corner?
Yep.
We shall.
Sounds good.
Let me pull up my notes here. I meant to add a third question, but let's just do the two that we have here. Starting with Paul, he asks, question, with the reprints now being revealed and some of them not making apparent sense to the community from a meta perspective, do you guys think that Ravensburger should explain the reason for some of those choices? Is there any value in explaining, and do you think it would help? And one caveat, Megan was quick to answer in our Discord when this question was asked, saying that there is a dev panel at the main stage on next week, the 13th, I believe, on the official Lorcana Discord, which there is a link to in our description. I think they might be answering why some of those are there. We're getting, I feel like we're at least halfway through the reprints now at this point, right? So,
I don't have the number for reprints up right this second, but 144 cards have now been revealed of the 242.
okay, so
in
we're
the set.
missing. Oh, there's 242. There's more than the 204.
Well, this includes Enchanted's, Iconics,
Oh, okay,
Epics,
yeah,
and
okay.
stuff.
Mhm.
So there's some alt arts and stuff. So
To answer the question, I think that they addressed it at the beginning. One of the things they said is they wanted to, when we found out how many reprints were coming, a surprising amount. When we made our list for the reprints we were coming, we didn't think it would be as many as we did. That's why our reprints are around 100 or so, while there's actually 177. It's a tough thing to answer the question. I think it's tough overall to balance, just a game like this with several thousand cards, that have now been printed amongst 9 sets. But the I'm losing myself in answering the question here. I think explaining it to some degree would be beneficial because there are a lot of people here, at least locally, that are questioning why is this card getting reprinted? Why not? But I think we don't see the big picture yet. We don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet to see the big picture and wonder why some of these are reprinted over others. But I don't know. It's hard to like when we see vanilla 2/2s get printed, when we've seen for several sets that some of those they would just clone as another character, right? Where they could have just done that this time around instead of like Sergeant Tibbs, for example, or something.
You better have a Sergeant Tibbs shift.
Hey,
Sergeant Tibbs,
right. Yeah, maybe
Sergeant
they do.
Tibbs shift.
I'm just saying, I'm so glad that Cody Godby, Sergeant Tibbs, made it back into the.
You have a signed one, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I think Andy has one too. I got one from last year. I think I finally got one of my cold foils done. But
what do you guys think about the choices so far and explaining them? Is that something they should do? Is it something that we need or?
I don't think it's something we need, but I do think it's something that Ravensburger will probably talk about in broad strokes in this developer panel. Like I'm not expecting going into that panel getting like, this is why we chose to print like this card and not this card, but probably some sort of philosophy that they were following on what they were doing. But honestly, too, I think some of it is, and I can't remember, it was me or Andy as we were doing our prediction videos who kind of theorized that like some of this might be some of the cards we're not seeing being reprinted are, for the identities of the ink, to really kind of fall in line now that they've introduced things like dual ink colors, right? So one of Andy didn't put something like Bare Necessities on his list because we've got something like what's his name, the dual ink card, Amber Sapphire. You play it, the Brad.
Oh, the Ludwig, yeah.
Ludwig, thank you.
We'll talk
Ludwig
about that later.
Yeah,
Oh
so you have something like Ludwig that's locked in a color versus something that can be played in basically any amber deck that you want.
Sure.
So really trying to maybe force some of these cards that do more into locked, dual ink colors, taking some things out that might not fit their ink identity as is. Some things that are probably also just healthy for the overall development of future metagames, so that cards have the ability to be played that didn't get played because they just, were overshot by, say, better cards in the game at the time and stuff. So, and I think it also leaves some better development space for future sets. So I think one thing is like we have to look at Fabled, right, as it's the set that's coming out, and we're going to talk a lot about that for the next few weeks on this show. But we've got other sets coming out rapidly in the rest of the year. We've already know things about Whispers in the Well, like with Gargoyles coming out, and that we've got some card reveals. We know Winter Spell coming out early next year. So there's a lot of development space that I think it's hard to say, okay, in Fabled, like, right, it's such a large reprint set. How does that really change the dynamic of the meta and what got reprinted without seeing, I think, informing better decisions on the development that Ravensburger is going to be able to do in these upcoming sets. And I'm super excited, like for Fabled, more so than I honestly thought I was going to be. Because honestly, like, I think like a lot of our listeners, when you hear 171 cards are being reprinted, we all think, okay, well, maybe I won't buy as much this time. And then they hit us with cards like Powerline, and then they hit us with these gorgeous enchantments. They hit us with these epic cards, and then they like are like, haha, see, we know that you like to rip packs because you like to get these shiny cards. And you know what? They've got me. They've got me, and they've got my money and stuff. So I totally, like, in that context, like, I think, I want to kind of trust this process. Like, I have to say that's like Ryan Miller and Steve Warner have a long history in the trading card game space, and to trust that they know what they're doing. And I think that can somewhat be hard because you're not like, it's like, oh, I want to see them do this, or why are they doing that and stuff. And it's like, they've been around. They know what makes a good card game. And they also do still listen to the fans too. So if they need to make adjustments, they will. But I'm just super excited, and I think like I'm gonna have to trust in Mr. Ravensburger as Brad called them.
Yes. What about you, Andy? Any thoughts?
No, I think Vince said everything that could ever be said, ever. all the words.
It was good. It was good though. Yeah.
It was well said.
Well said.
I think there is some aspect to like you have to balance what they tell us, because like that kind of part of the game is like trying to solve the meta and trying to build these good decks. They can't just be like, we made this card because it does really awesome stuff with this other card. You know, you gotta have some trust that you know, they know what they're doing. And you know, sometimes they make mistakes, and okay, you didn't play with those cards, that's fine. But yeah, we also had a lot of thoughts coming in from people in the chat as well. I'm trying to get them up on screen. I think apparently, oh yeah, Additional Ink said we had 72-ish reprints remaining. Brad had asked earlier. We got, oh yeah, Vince kind of touched on this, but Additional Ink also said we could see reprints sprinkled into future sets. I think whenever they did Captain Hook and stuff, that immediately made me realize, you know, okay, they're definitely going to be able to, you know, bring back favorites or, you know, hated cards for, you know, one or two metas, and they have to, like Vince said, plan for the future, but every single set has its own meta that they kind of have to balance in and of itself, and then they also have to balance that plus the next one. So it's kind of like building this, you know, tower of cards, and you have to balance it. But I don't think they really need to tell us too much, right? We have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes the cards are just there for art or for fun, but yeah, you got to figure out why some cards come back and why others don't. Try and make them fit. It's a puzzle, right? Ravensburger's a puzzle company. I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Kirsten, any thoughts?
No, that
No.
covers everything.
Hey.
That covers it all.
Let's move on to the question from Steve. He said, "Hi, Mayor. Not sure if a question like this has been asked before. What are your thoughts on having league promo cards be unique from each season? Set 10 promo cards while set 9 is current. Imagine if a card such as Strength play value could only be obtained by going to League Night. This card would become competition legal, but you couldn't pull it out of a pack until the following set release. What pros and cons do you think that would cause?"
No.
I don't know that I mean, the pros are it gets people to the league, hopefully, because we've seen a lot of, we're blessed here in St. Louis with a lot of different leagues. Some nights have more people than others, and sometimes it's just a scheduling thing. So on a plus side, I think it would bring people to the leagues to get new cards. On the negative side, though, I am kind of a cynic when it comes to, like, I feel like a lot of places have the potential to exploit that as well, and there's ways to, like, hold back on cards or not give them out appropriately, or we kind of have this free will to run the leagues the way that we want to run them, and try to encourage people to come to the store. I don't want there to be a scenario where people can use it in a way that negatively affects the game, right? So
yeah, simply put, Ravensburger has made it very, very clear that they want this game to be more accessible, not less accessible. So
100%.
They
will never lock a promo.
Yeah,
they will never lock a card that is legal to play behind something.
Yeah, like an enchanted or an epic, even as well. We've had this conversation as well. Like, the idea of what if a card only exists as an enchanted, right? Then it's like, no, that's not fair. Then it makes the cards really, really expensive if they happen to be incredibly good. So, yeah,
I think they're doing a good job balancing the collector's market for this, or at least trying to a little bit. It's like, yeah, we get these promo cards that we all got when we went to GenCon, but you don't need to go to GenCon or go to a convention to get that card to put in your deck. You just, if you want to collect and you want to get the promo, those will be exclusive. and there'll be some collector's market around that particularly. But as far as a card that you're going to see that you can only get, in a OP kit, I think that's just not going to happen, as Andy said.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to throw in one more because I found it here in the channel. It's really short. Jackalope Spam asks, set champs end this upcoming weekend. What's your Lorcana plans for the next couple weeks as we wait for Fabled to release? You guys have any plans? I can start. One of my favorite. Go ahead, Kirsten. We've been taking a lot.
Mine is going to be short and sweet. I think we all know my plans.
Play the Ruby
Sapphire.
Yeah, getting used to that for hitting 500. Yeah, and I mean, I think you're going to do well with it. I mean, it's a very competitive deck. You're a very good player. You just have been very distant from playing that. So I think you're going to surprise yourself when you play it competitively here this weekend. To answer Jackalope's question, one of the things that I always go back to is that the week or two between Ursula's return and Shimmering Skies was some of the most fun that I ever had, because the pressure was off of like the set championships and the new set was coming up, and I knew these 2 weeks, like, it doesn't matter because everything's going to change in a couple weeks. So I played a blue Fossa deck, a ruby or a amber Sapphire deck, and had the most fun with it. I wish I would have kept building it or kept sticking to it and added new cards to it or whatever, which is ironically is what I'm kind of playing now. Spoiler alert for those playing me this weekend. That is the color combination you're going to see, and we'll talk about later. But I think it's a good time to, all the ideas that you had, just put it together and play some. Go to your local leagues. Go to this last set championship or just your league nights and play some cool ideas that you have and see what it actually would have done. It's a good experimental time because the game's about to change again, and then maybe you'll find something that you really like, and in the upcoming set you can adapt it into something even better. And that would be my response to that. Anybody else?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
No, go ahead, Vince.
No, go on, Andy.
You're wrong, Brad. Statistically, using hypergeometric math, I've calculated that Ruby Sapphire Manor has a 68.73% chance to win all matchups, according to the local metagame reports as generated data from the Ravensburger Play Hub. So if you're looking to take down your set champs, you definitely want to play Ruby Sapphire Manor.
What I was going to say is for the time period is that I'm going to get together with our team, and we're probably going to brew with the new cards the competition decks for the next set for Fabled. Particularly because we have a team member that is heading off to CCS very, very shortly, and we want to set them up for success. And so we will start building those Fabled legal decks, if you will, very, very shortly, so that we can figure out the best play lines for that.
And if he's not running Blurple, he's wrong. It's really, really good. But anything else? Anybody else for that question there? Anything else here in the corner? Silence is golden. That is going to be it. If you guys would like your questions answered by the villains, please feel free to drop into our Discord, into the Constituents Corner channel, and ask your questions there. Or you can comment on the video in the comments below or anywhere on our socials, and we will try to throw them into the episode, in a future episode, and answer them for you. So we will kick it over to Vince now. But before I do it, I want to make sure we still have about 25 minutes or so. I know Additional Ink is in the chat right now. They have a reveal at 7 o'clock Central Time.
Thanks for watching.
So I want to encourage everybody here as just a part of this creator community and making sure that everybody's getting. We're so blessed to and privileged to have this opportunity to do this. I want everybody to take a chance to or take their time. I'm just throwing words around here now. Go check out their channel at 7 o'clock and see their reveal. I'm really excited to watch it after we're done recording here. And I know we have a giveaway going on here. So if you want to come back at the end of the podcast, we usually run long. Hopefully you can come back and we will get that. You'll have your shot at those things. But the important message is here. Go check out Additional Links channel. There's a link in the description right now, and I'll be throwing it in the chat the next 20 minutes or so. A couple times, so you guys have the opportunity to go over there and see what they cooked up for you.
Yeah, please go do that, and don't forget to come back. You have to be in the chat in order to win one of the 2 prizes we're giving away. But we're so grateful to Ravensburger, and we're so excited to lift up the other community members. In fact, Brad, if you want to, you could probably share our a list of reveals, like our list of the Fabled Lorcana reveals that list out all of the content creators that
my
have revealed
goodness.
cards. This
Did you see additional link in the chat says it's going to be cinematic. There will be tears, I promise, maybe yours. Oh no.
Well, I'm glad I'm watching it. I'm glad I'm watching it after we're done recording.
So,
because
so, so,
nobody needs
Yeah.
to see me
Do-
ugly
do-
cry.
do we need to do the meme?
Is that
Absolute cinema.
What are you, Scorsese?
what if that means Prince John's coming back? What? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I would cry.
Chill.
I would also cry, and then I would sell all my cards.
I think
No,
a
I'm just
lot of
kidding.
people
I'm
would
just
cry.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm excited
I'm
to watch.
just joking. So we're going to talk a lot about reprints, but I just really wanted to recap kind of 2 bullet points on reprints here. So first is we talked a little bit already about the reprint having rarity shifts. I just want to get everybody's quick thoughts on that. So let's start with you, Kirsten.
I don't know. Pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. It's
I don't know.
I love it.
I
love
don't-
it.
I
Quick
don't
to the
know.
point.
I don't have a great opinion about it because like I have no other experience with card games. So like some of them make sense. I was like, why do those cost so much? But like, okay, downgrading some of them, cool. But like, awesome. Could have probably left them though too. Like
What if they
don't
reprint
know.
Rapunzel as a common?
Oh God, no.
That's
No.
then
That's
it's just gonna get banned.
that's too egregious.
Why?
Like,
All the cards should be accessible no matter what, right?
Yeah, but I mean-
reprinting it as a more common card
Anyway.
only ruins limited format.
We'll save that for your hot takes.
I think it's something we should have predicted. It's not something we took seriously, and then after it happened, it's like, oh, of course they did that. You know, like, and after they revealed the Ariel was the first one, the Sonic Warrior, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That, you know, and it's something that we probably should have considered at the time, and it came up in conversation, but we didn't make our predictions based on the idea that they might rarity shift. I just made a bunch of dumb picks, thinking that they're going to throw in a bunch of rares and super rares anyway that people want to keep playing. And it turns out that rarity shifts happen apparently in all games all the time. And I was just,
I didn't even know that.
as we are, you know, new to this entire sphere of games, like it's just not something that I, you know, took seriously, I guess. So, but I feel like it makes sense after seeing everything that they've done so far. Like, yeah, it opens up makes room for more
cards.
you know, more cards to just come in and be in those slots. And
Since
yeah,
you
why not?
more likely want to leave the common, you know, you'd think you want to leave all the common, vanilla, boring playing cards in, you know, let them rotate out and then keep the new ones. So the rarity shift makes sense.
Yeah. Although I will just say that based on how they've done sets so far, the only possibility for Rapunzel gifted with healing to come back this set, right? Because again, I think as just pointed out, we could get reprints later on in other sets. It would have to downshift from a legendary to a rare.
There's like no way. No
There are
shot.
no
Common.
more super rare slots
Rapunzel
left.
to reprint common. Rapunzel reprint common.
There are no slots left. But yeah, I
I heard it
agree.
here
I think
first.
it was said in our Discord chat by some folks that have like a lot more TCG experience than all of us that rarity shifts are common in all games, and they had long predicted it, and we were kind of like, well, Ravensburger, they're gonna do something different. They're not gonna follow the traditional playbook of other TCGs. But yeah, I think in retrospect we all see it makes sense.
Yep.
So with that, the next thing is just kind of recap where we are on our predictions here. Brad, do you want to go ahead and lie to the folks and tell them how many you think you have?
If
73.
another thing, a reason to go to our Discord is to see the discourse that happened today regarding how we're grading this, because to give everybody, our new listeners here who are here tonight, we did a predictions thing. We had an idea for some content. We had, before we knew there were 177 or 171, whatever the number is, reprints. We knew there was going to be at least half, so we made 17 of each ink color. It was supposed to make individual content, and then the night before or the night after I think it was the night before we went to record it, they announced that it was 177. So we knew that we were going to be short, but we already had our list of what we wanted to do. And I said, well, I'm confident in my list because I'm happy with all the picks. I like a lot of what I did. I'm going to say 75. I'm going to get 75 of these 104 or 102 correct, right? And for a while, it was looking really good because of the rarity shifts. And now that there's 177 and Andy and Kirsten actually did they did commons and a lot more uncommons and stuff that I did. They're getting a lot of points now, and I'm not feeling like I'm as far ahead as I used to be.
Brad, there's only one thing that the chat really wants right now.
What's that?
It's Toby.
Yeah.
Toby.
People
Bring him
are
in. Bring in Toby.
Toby is
They
trying to
clamoring for
eat your
Toby.
Chinese
They
food.
say the reveal's over. Bring in the cat.
Toby.
They weren't
There's a
here for the
delay.
reveal. They were just waiting for that to be over with so they could get to the Toby.
If he turns off my computer again, you guys I'll just rejoin. But we're probably at the point now in the delay where she's heard it, so he'll be in here in just a minute.
So obviously there's still some changes that need to be made to this list, but as of this afternoon, I have Andy and myself tied at 29 reveals correct.
Let's go.
I have Brad with 25 reveals correct.
Are you including the legendaries that we didn't talk about on the video?
I
No,
am
'cause we
including
didn't
some of the
talk-
legendaries.
Okay.
I am
We talk
including
about
some of
them
the
on the video.
legendaries.
They don't count.
And then Kirsten comes in last here, unfortunately, with 23 reveals. But to be fair,
bad.
she already met her objective. She said 9.
Well,
She
9.
was like 9.
And she's got some good ones too. I was surprised at cards like Atlantica. Like I never would have guessed that one, But the fact that we all
Yeah.
agree that we think Spectacular Singer's going away, and even I hope Ballroom Sensation.
You know
I
what?
know Kirsten might not.
No,
Like,
no,
the Singer
stop
Plus
it. I
is-
wanna.
Listen.
It makes it.
She probably was scrolling through the cards to find one that she wanted, and she accidentally clicked on Atlantica and put it in her list and didn't notice, and then kept going
That's
and
not
added
what
a couple
happened.
more, and then submitted when she had 17.
That's not what
No,
happened.
I'm joking.
I'll be honest.
Toby time.
As I was
Tell us why.
Toby,
Baby
As
Toby
I was-
with the
as I was
Tobies.
rewatching our video of our predictions, I was like, some of them were like a little clutch. So like, I was the only one that had Be Our Guest. Andy had Ursula Shell Necklace, which was another like
That was a
clutch
good
one.
pick. I liked that.
Easy.
He got that one
Easy
right.
pick.
Brad had Moana of Montanui.
Yes. Man,
Uh,
that's it's such a card that's been in so much promo material as well. The single player
Yeah.
decks, the banners that we saw at the DLCs, the Princess
Right.
synergy that it has, plus they fixed the text on it too. Like everything about that was just like, yes, that makes sense to be one of them.
Kirsten, we already talked about Atlantica. She also had Last Ditch Effort.
that was a wow. That was a pull. I was impressed with that one too.
I had LeFou Instigator, and I had Montanui, which was one. I was-
Oh, another location.
Wow.
But my favorite by far, as I was chuckling when reviewing these, was I'll find them, I'll flatten them, which is what I said, and both Andy and Brad said. What was it again?
What I say?
I'll find them. I
and
ink
ink 'em.
'em.
I'll find them, I'll link them.
Yeah. Apparently, Ravensburger was like, "I'll find them. I'll reprint them."
And then Kirsten also had Flounder, Voice of Reason, which I think
I knew that was
there's
gonna
a
come back.
conspiracy theory in the chat here
The
that
one
somebody
costs
dropped
2-2?
from Kyle.
That's incredible.
The one costs
Yeah.
2-2. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
That's got to be for Jared at Citizens of Lorcana.
Another one was Maui Whale for Kirsten as well.
Yeah, I got that one too. I was like, oh my god, they really did it.
Straight meme.
I'm pretty sure I said this because he got so much not love when he came out.
I don't know why people don't like we had our time with Whale before. Like that it's a fun card. Like it's not the most, I don't know how to describe it. Like people shake their just balk at it, but like he's an 8/8 that you just pay the ready up and then you can do whatever you want
It's
with him.
crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to see some of them that we all had that weren't like we knew were gonna come.
We're gonna go over these later in a full recap video, right? Because we still have
Yeah, for
72
sure.
left.
But I mean,
to
it's
do.
live. People are dipping in and out, so they'll just get the content twice. Like Ravensburger giving us the cards twice.
I think we should talk about
Yeah, I
GenCon
think
and all the
I'm
stuff that we did.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right,
dying, I
let's
can't.
move on though to the Gen Con recap here, which is I think what a lot of folks want to hear about, and we want to talk about. So let's start with what we did.
Kirsten, what do
Andy?
you got there?
I got the Ruby knockoff puppy.
Ruby.
I don't
That's
know.
not Figment.
No, it's
That's
just
not even
some-
Figment. That's just
No.
Just a,
this
generic
entire
purple
time I thought it
dragon.
was Figment.
No.
Looks kind of like it's similar.
It's a little bit, yeah.
Somebody did
I
ask in the
found this.
panel whether Figment was going to come into the game.
Yeah.
Yep. They wanted
I would imagine so.
park locations as well.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno. It was a Bruno question.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bruno questions.
I found it and I had to buy it, and then I feel like it was my good luck charm, sort of.
Because
I
it won you
still
the
walk
map.
Like, yeah. Sort of.
Well, I mean, it paired you in a way that allowed you to win the map, which, you know, hey, that's all that matters, really. At the
Better
end of the
lucky
day,
than
you gotta,
good,
yeah,
mate.
exactly, 100%.
Better
Julie
lucky
says in the
than
chat
good,
it's
mate.
Rosie the Lilac Dragon.
Yes. There you go. She knows. She gets it.
Wow, the
But-
mayor's fiance says Figment is weird.
Yeah, she's not a big fan of Figment.
I'm
we?
not either.
I took her on the Figment
Interesting.
ride when we went there back in Valentine's Day weekend, and she was just like, I mean, I think anybody any adult at this point, like the Figment ride is not something that you
That's true.
clamor over. Right? You just walk
That's-
onto it now, and so
It is it has a lot of nostalgia.
I think so. I think that's
associated
what it
with it.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
I like how
And
Brad
also,
rates
isn't
it
the
based
Figment
on the line.
isn't the Figment ride kind of dated too? Still, like, isn't it kind of dated now, or did they?
It's
update
still
it?
dated. They've updated it, but it's still like you ride it and you're like,
It's about
this
the
is from-
character. It's not about the ride. Okay.
Yeah, and it's like the
A
message
lot of
is
characters
like I
have
love the
really
message,
boring
but-
rides, but they're just cute and the like visuals
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
fun.
Such a tangent.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we played a lot of Lorcana.
So much.
Did we,
lots
Vince?
of Lorcana.
How
Yes.
how much Lorcana did
That's a lot of
We-
Plutos.
play? Did we play enough Lorcana?
A lot of
You
Lorcana.
can see why we're giving
many
at
of
least one of them
Lorcana.
away.
Yeah.
If-
But that's both you and Kirsten's promos.
Of course.
That's fair.
Yes.
So you're
but
doubling
even
up.
still,
Because
But
I probably had maybe a little less than half of that. But
this is like
20
20 of them or something.
Yeah, I think I ended up having like 8 or something or so. I gave one to Brad, gave one to
Oh yeah,
Ron.
Did you give me one already?
I also got
Yeah, I
some
gave you-
goofies.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
gave
did,
you
yeah.
the Pluto.
Okay.
I haven't given you
Okay,
the
yeah,
any
yeah.
of the others.
We
I need
got
to mark
some
my-
goofies
My collection.
that we just basically bought from Ravensburger. That playmat, as Vince said, was the part of a bundle. It was just first chapter packs, and they had like first chapter Japanese and Chinese packs, like all the whole time
And
in
Bloodborne,
stock.
too.
Yeah, and Bloodborne, but they had those first chapter in stock the whole time. But I like
Enchanted Kim's in the chat.
what
I did a quest with her,
nice.
which is a lot of
Yeah.
fun. You did, unfortunately. Andy, can you pull up the reveal again? The thing, just so we can show folks.
Did I miss the reveal? Yeah, we'll bring it back up real quick here, so everyone can see.
Enchanted Kim actually
Gary.
was working the event where me and Julie were doing our paired puzzle.
Yeah, I know. I felt super bad. I kept bothering her while she was working, and she's like, "I'm working, all right." I was like, "I'm so sorry."
I'm sure she said it just
she
like
was
that.
she was so nice. So
Yeah,
nice.
she
I
just
just
said
said
it
it
was
It's always so
I can't
nice.
imagine her ever
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah.
sassy
No,
with you.
she's so sweet. Yeah, no, it was just fun because, obviously Julie and I had a ton of fun. And I mean, for me doing it for my first time, it was a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
obviously she was very helpful.
I have a photo
It was
of
nice
Kim.
to see, friendly face
Sure.
judging the event.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people there. I loved like living vicariously both through all of you guys and then through all the creators that were at Gen Con. Just all the content that they did. Like when Liam did his video of Eye to Eye, I didn't realize how many people were there that he synced up with to do that. Vince got to do his singing chops that we know and love from the Rules of Villainy podcast here.
Absolutely.
He looked like he was thrilled to be on the spot there with that. But yeah, it was just through the entire weekend. I'm looking at the just the socials and seeing all of you guys just having the time of your life, feeling incredibly like regretful that we didn't pull the trigger on it. Me and Emily, we thought about it for months, and then we just didn't pull the trigger with the wedding and everything coming up. There's a lot to consider, and
Listen,
hopefully next year we can pull that trigger.
There's
got
next year.
these.
Next year.
Look at these
Yeah.
Rapunzels, which is 4,
Yeah.
but we're giving one away, and I also gave one to my boy Ryan. Shout out, Mr. Ketchup.
Ketchup
and
Ryan.
So that represents 6 times that either myself or Kirsten didn't get a mat. Almost, but didn't get a mat. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
part was a little nerve wracking.
I have 2 of those. 2 of those. Well, one I gave away though,
Yeah.
to somebody at Gen Con that didn't have it. So I was like, you could have it. But speaking of Ryan though, I have a photo which I need to find and post in our photos channel of Enchanted Kim and Ryan, because Ryan pulled an Enchanted in the quest that I did with him. It was
Oh wow.
the oh my gosh, I cannot. It's the one with Prince John, and it's the item. It's the, I think, a sapphire.
Royal
Royal
Tantrum.
Tantrum.
Royal Tantrum. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um.
Nice.
And so it's like, oh, we got to get a picture of this. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. I will just say the song that I did with Liam. By the way, super impressed with how quickly they got that turned around and live, because like they had it the next day, and like I recorded that with them probably at like 3:00 that, or
On Sunday?
on Sunday or something like
Yeah.
that, like 2 or
He
3
said-
or something, like at the end. And it was so funny because Liam's like, can you sing? And I was like, not great. And then Aaron was like, the question you need to ask is like, are you willing to sing? And I was
try,
like,
yeah.
absolutely, 100%. And so we do it, and like, it's of course like 4 days into the convention, and we're both of us are dead. So we're like,
Yeah.
and then Aaron's like, you
gotta
need
pump
more
it up.
energy.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta bring it up. This is like the end of the song. You gotta pump it up. So we did it like 4 times to finally get the energy.
Oh my
of
gosh.
it.
He said, just the amount of work ethic and hustle that he has is incredible. As he said, I think in the Illuminators Discord, he goes, yeah, this was the result of getting this out this quickly, was the result of buying the in-flight Wi-Fi and doing it all on the flight home. And then, like,
Wow.
man, when I'm on the plane, I'm trying to pass out. Like, I don't want to be functional at all. And you're working to get that content out. It's just admirable, and I absolutely love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 5-minute warning here for the additional ink reveal over on their channel. I'm going to put this in the... I hit paste. I'm going to put it in the chat. Once again, it's in the description already. But again, I want to encourage everybody to go give them the love, see what they have cooked up for you. I know that it's going to be great. I talked to him earlier today, and he's really excited about it. As he said, it's going to be a cinematic. It's going to bring you to tears. There's going to be tears. There's going to be laughter. There's going to be everything that you want in Disney Lorcana. So check that out, and hopefully come back, and hopefully you win something.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll still be here when it's over, so come back and join us. This will also be available after it's over as a regular episode of the podcast. We'll also put this up on audio, so if you're listening on Pandora, thanks.
Which honestly, like, I'm so sorry. This is definitely a visual
there's
episode.
a lot of visuals here.
So sorry. But we understand. You got to listen how you can, and we
appreciate
you.
every single one of you for
We do.
this
We
this journey
absolutely
that we've been on. It's
100%.
because of you guys that we're where we're at today, and for eternally grateful for your support and just being here with us.
So let's start rewind a little bit, and talk about the panel. that we went to on Thursday, the reveal panel, which was a lot of fun. I think.
That's really cool.
What do
Do you
you
know
think of?
how cool it was to see you guys in the crowd shots? Like you guys picked the perfect seats.
Yes.
Every time they did a crowd shot, it was
Yes.
Jimmy,
Really?
Vince, you, and Kirsten. Yeah, just all in that row. The
I don't think
right there.
I've never I haven't gone back and like watched it from the online perspective, so I don't know what that looks like.
I was in awe. I'm so happy for you guys. The energy in there seems so good. There was a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning. You guys didn't know about it. From the technical aspect, there was a lot of we couldn't see anything for about 10 minutes, or it was just really, really choppy. But after that, it absolutely incredible show, and I'm really
Awesome.
excited for the months to come here in this game.
I hope it freeze
was so
framed
much
on
fun.
Vince like after they revealed Toy Story.
I heard that Vince had a
just like
genuine
freeze frames on like the crowd
great
shot. and
reaction
Vince
to
is
Toy
like,
Yes.
What was that about? Because I didn't hear it or see it or anything, but
So
Jimmy,
they
I
like
think, said something about it.
they pan down when they're showing, and so it's like the Illuminary, and then you could start to see like Woody and Buzz come
Yeah.
into frame, and I legitimately think I lost it. I like was
Yeah.
starting to like tear up and cry and stuff.
It was
Oh,
so
And like
fun.
and
love it.
somebody I didn't even notice it. Somebody like mentioned the reaction that I had to it.
Yeah.
I think it was Jimmy. Yeah, that's I love that, and that's what this game brings
Jimmy
to
says
every
Vince
single
was
one of us
hype.
in some way. Yeah,
The entire thing was just amazing. I mean, it was so well produced. The like videos they pre-recorded to like show were amazing.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
just the like hype behind everything they revealed is unreal.
And really also
Crazy.
yeah. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so excited that I want to talk
I know,
about it.
I'm- no, yeah.
Is that it was really cool also to hear from the Ravensburger team too,
Mhm.
like how they each individually came on and talked about it. Yeah, Brett.
the development part when they talked about developing the power line card,
Mm.
that was genuinely the coolest behind the scenes that I've seen so
That
far
was
in this
so
game.
awesome.
Pretty
Where they-
fire.
The amount of effort that they put into the
That was
different layers of
amazing.
how to develop a card, and just from the art to the stats to okay, let's change this up, and this doesn't work, and like everything that they put together from every angle to make that card what it is like that's impressive. I
Well,
know
like,
that
really
anybody
highlighting the
could just
artists too.
exactly. Nicholas Cole is just so good, so good. But man, that whole segment was just I was in awe of how much they put into just making a single card. Like you could think that
It was
like
wild.
any Joe Schmo could just be like, yeah, I can slap some numbers and a picture here, and this card can do this, and that's that. But then like to balance it with the entire, what they want to do with this game, with the new
Whoa,
rotation coming up and everything,
Whoa,
is like
whoa! That is not an official ROV. That power line is balanced. Saying power line is
Okay,
balanced is
okay,
not an official Rules of Villainy stance. I just want to put that out there. Legally, we have to say that Rules of
TBD.
Villainy.
TBD.
That
Well,
card seems
I
pretty
will-
strong to me.
okay,
It does
okay.
seem very strong.
Just saying.
I will say the audible gasp in the room as like its final details or being revealed is kind of wild. Because honestly, like I for sure thought that Powerline was gonna be dual inked from to Ruby Amber. I for sure thought it was gonna be ink locked to those two ink colors. So when they made it a Ruby full-on singer card, I was like, oh my gosh. And the ability is kind of wild. And then they went from that to then introducing like the enchanteds. Probably one of the coolest things besides that was when they showed kind of the layers of the iconic cards
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out, where they were like showing how they did the layering and how they've got like special paper that they're printing the cards on, how they do the foiling and to get this kind of effect and stuff, which we found out more about in this past week's main stage on Discord. That which I don't think was super clear, is that the foiling is also going to be tinted to the color of the card. So the Mickey iconic is going to have a
Red.
ruby tint, whereas like the mini, since it's amber,
Gold.
is going to have a like going to
Gold.
be more gold colored, which so super cool.
Yeah.
Even if I don't, I really like, as much as like I want to get one of these cards, I think we all do.
Oh
I
Money, money,
cannot
money,
wait. I want to
money.
see one in person because I think it's just going to be gorgeous and it's going to
Yeah.
be so pretty.
So
I can't wait to
here,
pull it.
I can yeah, I
Whew,
can promise you this,
peak.
Vince. Once Kirsten and I pull our iconic card,
Do
we'll
not
give you
jinx us. You
we'll
better
give you
shut your
the.
mouth right now. Stop talking.
You're right. Sorry, Brad already dibs it. Brad already dibs
Mhm.
pulling
Yeah,
it.
I got the jinx.
Brad-
I got the jinx. You guys are good to go. I mean,
Brad
after
will-
pulling what 7
Brad will charge
enchanteds
you-
at Gen Con?
Brad will charge
No,
you
it wasn't
$5 to take a
7.
look at it in person, Vince. It'll be like a museum.
I mean, I'll show you my Elsa if you show me the iconic.
All right. Great phrasing.
But
so
yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
definitely.
And then we also got more information about sets down the line. I also think what was really cool is kind of peeling the behind the scenes some more about Disney's involvement in the trading card game. So I cannot for the life of me remember her name, but one of them worked like on the Disney side at Disney Animation.
Mhm.
And then now works at Ravensburger and is really talking about how this is a collaboration, because these are IPs that are very, very important to to Disney, and so that there's a lot of approval there. And now we've kind of heard from artists like on the Discord main stage about how there is some back and forth between the animators at Disney, which is kind of all full circle too, because we know folks like I think is Kendall Hale was talking about how like he'd always wanted to be like a Disney artist, and now he's doing this, and now I think he may potentially be working on a project with Disney. So we see this kind of full circle of Lorcana and art really kind of coming together. And then it shouldn't go without saying that it was really also great to hear from Liam and Aaron really kind of talking about their very deeply personal connection to Lorcana, how it's like kind of coincides with the birth of their child and how they were getting product and like how the community came together to get them product and stuff, while like, they were having a child.
Crazy.
So just
Their
really, really
reaction
crazy.
to Aurora was one of the most like just heartfelt things that I've
Amazing.
like
Yeah.
like I try to imagine myself in what I don't know what card that could make me that excited, like to turn around and just the Liam jumping around and everything was just everything to me. When I saw that, I was like, that's just pure genuine love for not just this game, but that specific card. And he explained it really well on Twitter and on his show the following week about how much that card means to him. And just get butterflies thinking about it. I love watching that.
Yeah, absolutely great.
Yeah.
We got to meet them, and we got to, they. I'll get to it eventually. We've got a card, one of their cool little ink card.
Oh,
things.
ink tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one as well.
I don't even have one. Oh man, look at that.
They're very, very cool.
That's really nice. Heck yeah.
So it's a Lumineers in the bottom. It's pretty cool.
And then
I like
we
it.
heard more about the competitive play from Coop, which was great to hear. We heard more kind of about the development of the game from their head of TCG as well. So honestly, the panel is really great, and I think the thing that probably you all didn't hear a lot of was some of the questions behind the scenes as they were ended, and I'll say most of them were Bruno questions for sure. But
Yeah.
one reoccurring theme that came up was the having like kids leagues.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like, are
they
you
say about
guys
that?
gonna? They said they're thinking. I think again.
They said
it was-
basically, they basically, it was not just the kids' questions, but it was other questions as well. There was this whole, if it wasn't a Bruno question, it was a question where the answer was, we are trying to get Disney Lorcana in as many hands as possible. We want to do as much as we possibly can with Disney Lorcana. That's all we can really say. So they basically acknowledge that they want something like that but no actual word on when or how or if or anything like that. Just we want to get as many people playing this game as humanly possible.
And that's something I brought up on not to get too deep into it, is everybody here on the show is aware that's something I really want to do here. If I can put time into, developing a youth, because we have several kids in the ready, and they can hold their own,
what?
right? But a youth, like young
Youth is a youth.
What is a youth?
Youth. YOUTH. Does it not come through correctly? I don't know.
It's fine.
Vince got it.
But,
They're being silly.
But I brought it up on the Discord today that when we did the Azurite C Championship. I don't know what I'm missing here. I'm sorry.
My cousin Vinny, bro. My cousin Vinny.
I haven't seen that in like 20 years.
Anyway.
But yeah, the Azurite C set championship at game that Vince and I host, the last set championship. That Saturday morning, there was like 20 or 30 kids there playing another card game. And I was like, this would be fantastic if I could do this, if I could get that kind of interest in Disney Lorcana here in St. Louis. But it's going to be really hard. They're already ingrained into that game itself. The kids that are playing now, I know that their parents have told me they would definitely help, set that up, help teach other people. But then, that the hard part for me is going to be finding the parents who want to invest in it as well, because kids are going to want all the cards, right? So that there's a balance there too of getting them interested, but enough that parents aren't paying an arm and a leg for it. The game's affordable for most people. So it's something that, I don't like. I'm spending way more time on it than I thought I was going to, but it's something that's near an idea that's dear to that I want to do here, and I'm hoping that maybe there'll be some support for the future if that's what they were referring to in your Q&A there in that panel.
Yeah,
yeah. I think, like Andy said, they really didn't give a straight answer, but I think that what I would take away from the Q&A is that they took in the feedback, even if they weren't giving out the information. And I really hope they did that with my question on when we're getting another Rule of Villainy.
Yeah.
They
need
know.
more.
That was the right question to ask. I wish they could answer it, even if there was one. Yeah.
Well, Shane did. Answered it in the way that it's like. I think he said something to the effect of is like, it's something we think about, but it's the villains are really reluctant to give up their rules.
They don't communicate.
That's all right. We've given them
very well.
We've given them 57 different rules since then. So
yeah.
So that was. Obviously, there's more to talk about. I think with the panel because we had not only which we've known about is Whisper in the Well. We got 2 card reveals from Zootopia. So super hype about that. They talked a little bit about gargoyles coming into the game, which we may or may not have a very special thing planned for gargoyles in the future. So stay tuned for that. If you're as hyped as some folks are about gargoyles coming into the game. But then we also found out about the next set after that, Winter Spell. So we have Surfer Stitch. Are we going to get Snowboarding Stitch? Because that was on the artwork.
Maybe.
His cousin too. What's her name?
The big thing is we're getting no, it's not his cousin.
I don't know.
Angel.
What is she to him?
Love interest.
Oh, I thought it was
best friend.
I don't know. I'm not
Best friend.
I'm not swift with the lore of Lilo and Stitch.
And we do know it has been officially confirmed as well that Whispers in the Well will have Black Cauldron in it.
Yes.
And
hot take, maybe not a hot take, but I really want. Speaking of Rules of Villainy, I want the Horned King to have the next one.
Have a Rule of Villainy.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
think
cool.
that's perfect, right?
I wonder what it would be.
I don't know.
I want a Gurgi card too.
Gurgi.
Yes.
Gurgi.
Anyway.
And then I will say by far I think the thing that Kirsten liked the most is when they revealed the Maleficent Monstrous Dragon playmat for Fabled.
You made that, Kirsten.
That mat.
Like episode 9.
That mat.
Could have been
That
an
mat was
enchanted.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
mat.
I think I died on. immediately.
Honestly, I looked at
upon
it, I
seeing
turned
that
around, and I
full
was like,
mat.
"Oh my god, Kirsten, we've got to play!" Also,
I
then
mean,
they
we
showed
knew we were getting it, but like seeing the like full
the
art
big
of it, it
stage.
was just
Yeah,
like, holy crap,
yeah.
I need it. I need it.
And then we saw the dates that it was happening, and we were like, "Oh, come
I
on!
was
It's in the midst of the
kind of
DLC."
disappointed. Yep.
We're gonna miss one
Uh,
for
I
the
was like, well,
DLC.
that sucks.
but it is what it is. We will play as much as we can, and hopefully secure Kirsten that champion playmat. Um, all right, so that kind of recapped the panel. And then we played a lot of Lorcana, which we could talk about there. But is there anything else either of you did that you really, really enjoyed while you were at Gen Con?
The pair puzzle competition with Julie.
Yeah, we had big love in the chat earlier for that.
We had so much fun.
You guys
I mean, we had a
finished
lot of fun in general. We spent a lot of time with
place. Seventh
seventh
place,
place.
speed
We were
puzzle in
really
pairs.
close to like, I think fifth and sixth. We were like
Yeah.
seconds away from those other.
Right on the bubble.
Yeah.
But
Was there pricing
it's
for
still
like,
top 8. That's top 8. There's top 8 pricing. Yeah, they got
Yeah, there was 20 other
$15,000
pairs.
each. No,
No, we didn't. Only first, second, and third got prizing.
You know,
but like,
they got to keep
for
the
me,
puzzle.
well, I let Julie keep it, and she's gonna give it to somebody who hasn't done it before.
That's nice.
So, but it was just a lot of fun. We had so
Top
much
8.
fun. Yeah, top 8. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, for me, not doing a puzzle in for forever. I don't know the last time I did a puzzle. I think we did really well out of 20 pairs. So, I mean, in general, we were just there to kind of have fun, and we had a lot of fun together. So,
Yeah.
But-
And next year you'll be able to do Lorcana specific puzzles.
I hope
I'm so excited for those.
Yeah.
So excited for those. I haven't done a puzzle in a while, but those got my attention.
As I pointed
yeah.
out before, all of the Rapunzels that we got by not getting a mat. Kirsten, do you have anything you would like to show off?
I don't have the map.
What? I
don't
told
have
you
it.
to get
What?
the mat to show it
You
Nobody's
told me
played
to,
on it
you
last
didn't tell
time.
me to get that.
before we started. That was part.
Oh,
I
well,
said
I
you gotta
didn't
get your
get
stuff
it.
for show and tell.
Well,
I didn't
everybody
put it in my
knows.
bag.
You got the
That's okay.
playmat, which is
Oh.
great. So
Are you the only
Wow.
one that got one out of you three?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Congrats.
2. We were lucky and we got 2.
Well, hopefully
So.
soon to be 1 if I could convince them to.
I don't know.
Andy's
about
the
that.
trade dealer, so you gotta talk to him. I just win the thing, so at least in the one event. We got really lucky in the other event. It was
We did.
what was it? A starter deck? Starter deck
deck,
chaos.
Yeah.
And we were both 2-0. And the last round, we were hoping to get paired into each other because there was only 4 people that were 2-0 in the entire event. And we didn't get paired into each other. We were both like, no, this is terrible. Because then, we have the chance of like both losing.
Both losing, yeah.
Right. Well, it turns out we like both sit down and it was another couple that were like paired into us.
Heck
So we
yeah.
were like, you want to like do a tradesies? One of us wins kind of thing. So it was really great.
My
It
favorite
was
part of
super
this.
lucky.
My favorite part of this story that Kirsten's not saying though is that she earlier in the day she was 2-1 on it. She was at the final round. She did not get the playmat, and she was like, I don't want to do the starter deck chaos. I want to be. She was like, I'm done.
You guys had
I thought it was
long
too
days,
risky.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
it
yeah,
was
because
long.
it was a lot of risky because, listen, I think
Yeah,
the
you could
Lorcana
end up-
communities.
You could end up getting Emerald, Amber, Puppies, Peter Pan, Locations deck. Like some people.
Yeah, I just thought the starter deck was kind of risky because like I was having okay-ish luck in like the other ones, like the draft and the like sealed and stuff. but I would go 2-0 and then lose.
Yeah.
And like
Well,
the second time I did that was devastating, and Vince could attest to that because he walked up at like the perfectly worst time because
I felt
I
so
like
bad.
just lost. It was that mirror match, and it was just like I was over. Yeah.
I found this is just a personal anecdote. The two set championships that I've done the best at, the one that I won with my Red Fossa and the one that I got second in Fortuna the last week, which we'll touch on here shortly, are ones that I was just I woke up that day like not even feeling like I wanted to play. Like I'm just like I'm just gonna go try to have fun. Or Emily encouraged me to go, and then I like, oh well, I'm a lot farther than I expected to be today because I could have just stayed home and played video games or something, but
Right.
you talking about your single player deck experience is like I totally relate to that because like there are days where like I just don't feel like going, and then I surprise myself with the luck that I run into with it. So
yeah, I think one of the challenges though, and it's probably the only and unclear how prevalent it was. I don't think it was very prevalent at all. But uh when you have things like the starter deck challenge and you have something like a playmat on the line that is valued pretty valuable, right? Like I think one of the booths was selling them for like $300 and they were paying roughly about 200 to get the playmats. Is it that kind of rewards some of the more say unscrupulous players of the community to farm and stuff. And so one of the things that was rumored, we not confirmed, about the starter deck, and this I think kind of what influences some of the maybe you don't want to play it is that folks were getting like we're having like too good of decks in certain things that seems somewhat implausible given what you would get either in that deck or what you could get in the Reign of Jafar packs, because you could add those to your deck as well as you went along.
No, not it.
No, you couldn't?
You couldn't add them. It was just. It was. I think the suspicious play, or was just draft and sealed, and I think ultimately, what I heard is that it can't be ruled out that it's not just like, I mean, there was so many packs opened and so many, there's like 60 plus people in each sealed draft event. So, hey, someone's got to have the best cards, right? And
yeah.
But if you end up if you have to cheat in a Disney game to win, then like that's you, whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, not everything comes away perfectly. I think some, I will say, and I mean, I did ask Kyle this, which is that I think particularly in the draft so in competitive play for draft, you're supposed to play within your own draft pod. But the way that they do this here is you actually play amongst everybody in all draft. And, this is a convention. It's supposed to be fun and stuff. And I kind of get that logic a little bit, but at the same time, like your draft pods can be vastly, totally different.
Yeah.
So it's like I had a draft pod that was much more of competitive players, and then there's like a draft pod that was like right next to me that it was folks that were like just collecting like shiny cards, and so they were passing all of the like high value like good cards for the limited to like one person that was taking it, and so it can really skew depending on the pod you're in, whether or not you're getting a balanced play, and it can make the game very imbalanced.
It just takes away the element of like when you pass a card, when you evaluate a card, it's based on the other cards you've already seen in this draft pool. So you don't, you're not when you play outside the draft pool, it makes that whole aspect of the drafting just become like a sheer all around value pick. You just have to ignore everything else. So
but I don't want to dwell too much on the negative. I think it was overwhelmingly positive, but I do think
So much fun.
as you pointed
It
out,
was so well ran. Like I thought it went so smoothly. Like using the play hub, there was like no issues. There was maybe like a hiccup or two where like there was a problem where they like put in the wrong player's email or something, but it was very quickly fixed.
Me.
You know,
I
I didn't
messed
have
that up.
any problem loading the website. Like,
And they
it
finally
went
now add it in
great.
my events.
Yeah,
So
they
Yeah,
have
you
the
can now
My Events
see.
it's
feature.
Is it really?
even better now. I
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
all my
Oh, good.
past events and everything. But yeah, it was
Good
so
to
much
know.
fun. Like, the judges were all great and helpful, and
Shout out
everybody was
Phil.
so friendly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my question is how many enchantments did you get now over the course of the weekend? Not
Yeah.
that I'm bitter.
It's not.
by any
Apparently, it's not
means.
7, but it felt like
So,
it.
I think 4 total.
so, the first one we ended up pulling. Kirsten pulled. It was this
Desperate
Desperate
Plan.
Plan
Desperate
Enchanted,
Plan.
It was out of some
Okay.
prize packs out of one of the events.
which is
Okay.
a duplicate of one we already have.
Mhm.
to know.
Then I pulled this out of a prize pack.
Yeah.
Fantastical and Magical.
It's our
That's also
third
a
This is the
one. we
third
pulled.
one
This is
we
the third
pulled.
one.
Also
we
a
traded one
duplicate.
already, so we have
We
two
did trade
now.
one away already.
That's Oh, you did. Okay.
Then,
Yeah.
as someone alluded to earlier, Jimmy, one of our teammates, was in line with fellow content creator JDZ and Garrick, and
Yep.
they were. Someone came over and was like, "Oh yeah, they're doing like some sort of like pack opening thing, right?" And we later saw that video. If you haven't seen it, go check out JDZ's Instagram. I think he had it on there.
Yep.
Where they opened
They opened a
packs
pack from
and
each set. Yeah.
from
Who
each
got the
set.
best?
Yeah.
try to see who got
Yeah.
the best stuff. And
It was a lot of fun.
I was in my spot in line further away from them, so I couldn't join in. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna join in spirit. And I had a Japanese first chapter pack, and so I opened that up, 5 cards, and boom, we got line chanty, and this one that we needed. We didn't.
Yeah,
have this
one of 2 that you need from that set.
One of 2 that we need from
Elsa's
that
the
set.
only
That's
other one we
incredible.
need. And
And
then
then I think the best story out of them all is the last one.
Yes.
so
Because I don't even remember what we were doing. We were just walking around the vendor hall
we
with
were-
Vince.
We were going to look at see if the new card was up. The new reveal was up at the booth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we were just walking that way, and then all of a sudden we're like on the blue side of the tape, which is the line for Ravensburger merch, obviously. So we're just like, okay, we're gonna go and buy something. So obviously me and Andy had been making separate purchases so we could both get a Goofy, because why not? So Vince, I don't remember what you bought. Andy ended up buying a singular
one
pack,
single
I
pack.
think, because we were both like, I don't know what we're gonna buy. I don't know what we're gonna buy, and I panic bought like a Chinese Floodborn a box of Floodborn, and then we just checked out and we were like, okay, cool. And then we like separated and me and Andy went to go get like something from the block party.
Beer. No,
we were
went.
sitting.
We went
Oh
to
yeah,
go
we
get,
should go get beer.
We wanted to try the official beer of GenCon, and we thought we would
Mhm.
get a couple to drink now, and then get a couple and put them in our backpack and drink them later. So that was our first
Swallowed
mistake.
all this beer.
That was our first mistake, right? So they're tall. They're
True.
tall cans of beer. Second mistake, they have to open all the beers right there when you buy them. So now we can't put them in our backpack. And the third mistake is you can't take the beer inside the convention center. So now the 2 of us are stuck there with 4 beers that we kind of just wanted to, try and taste and maybe share with our friends or something. But no, we have to instead chug them before we can make it back to the convention in time for our next round pairing.
Good thing we
And-
didn't like one of them, so it was
Yeah.
fine. We didn't
That's what we
drink
call
all
the
of them.
GenCon Power Hour, baby.
We poured one out
Anyway,
for the homies
anyway.
for that one, but we're sitting
Sure.
behind like a ice trailer in the
Ice
shade, trying to stay cool. And we decided, well, while we're drinking these beers, let's just go ahead and open up our Kirsten's
Chinese box that we bought.
impulse purchase.
Box or pack?
It was a box.
It's
It was
No,
a
it's
box.
box.
Oh, it's box.
It was
Okay,
a
I thought
box.
she said he bought a single pack, and I'm like, you
No,
got
he
it.
did.
Andy bought a
I
single
bought
Yeah.
one
pack.
single
No, no,
I
pack of,
bought
like,
the box.
Rain
So
of
it was
Jafar.
super funny. It was super funny. We get out. And so this is like the last time they allow you to buy one pack to get the Goofy, because from then on out, you now have to buy at least
Like
4
5 or
packs
4.
Yeah.
in order to get the Goofy promo. So Andy buys one, and Kirsten buys the Floodborn, and Andy's like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna buy that too, but I thought she'd be mad at me for spending more money." And Kirsten was like, "I bought the thing." So yeah, so now they do this, and I see this now on Discord later. What do I see them poll?
Kirsten screamed
Kirsten's-
so loud that everyone
Oh,
So loud.
came.
People were
everyone
like
looked
looking
and
at
was
me, and I'm
"What is
like, I
going
don't
on?"
care. You don't understand. It's like my chase card. Other than the else, I wanted that card so bad.
Because you play it in your
That's what I
deck
love.
sometimes.
Yes,
just
and
went back.
I'm gonna die a little bit on the inside if she doesn't come back because I just pulled
I
this.
had a little.
I just pulled it, and I've been playing Steel Song with her in it for like how long now at this point?
I had a
you also
little
got
little spurt with
these
Enchanted
two.
Kim on Twitter today, where I said
Yeah.
that card wasn't coming back. She goes, "I think ROV Kirsten would like to dispute that with you." I'm sure she
I'm
would.
gonna cry if she
but
doesn't.
I
I'm
don't want to
so
see that card
sad.
anymore.
I do, Brad. Get out of here.
So these two
And then
we
were
got-
purchases at Gen Con. It's a good price.
Yeah, we just
we
bought
need them for our
those.
collection, so we add those to the collection. I'm gonna try and speed run through the other card-based show-offs I've got here.
Yeah.
This is Human Sisu
Oh wow, we're showing that.
No.
in a JDZ quest
Yeah, let's
sleeve.
go.
that we got from JDZ.
JDZ.
We got Dustin, the artist, to sign Alice and Raya.
Oh, perfect.
Those are the cards we chose. We'll go
Put it
here
underneath.
next. We've got
Guess I could get mine out.
Corey, right? Corey.
Which,
signed
by the
all of
way,
these.
honestly, best way he does this. Super nice guy.
Yes.
You give a
Oh my gosh,
donation
yes.
and stuff. So he's like, I'll sign as many cards as you want and stuff. And he's like, no pressure, but I give money to. He donates the money to a shelter,
shelter.
for an animal shelter and stuff. So
You should
and I-
also follow his Instagram because if you follow him, he posted stuff to his
This card.
story. That was on his story, the
This
card that
card-
we had
this
him sign because
exact
he thought it
card.
was so cool that we brought the alt language card for him to sign. But then he also posted like the follow-up stuff with like the donation total.
yeah, it was almost
like, all the
$1,200, I think, right?
Yeah, it was like really cool to see. Like, and it's just such that's such a great way to like do that, you
I'm
know.
gonna throw his
Love
his
to see it.
Instagram in the chat for everybody.
All right.
Yeah. So super,
Yeah.
second time I've met him, and
Mm-hmm.
just always a delight and stuff. And then I think
Absolutely.
you went and met Kendall again.
yep,
So
we got
Kendall was in
Kendall.
Seattle for us.
Yeah,
didn't
I
have-
think he's got the
Kendall signs Dopey, my favorite dwarf, and we also got him to sign and
Got a
doodle
doodle.
on Kirsten's Mickey
That's
Mouse
so
So
Enchanted
we
here.
didn't know he was going to be there, obviously, because I don't think they made any sort of
No,
heads up announcement that
nope.
he was going to be there.
so we didn't bring
So
it.
we have that enchanted. Didn't bring it with us because didn't know he was going to be there. Found out he was going to be there. We like got in line to have him sign some stuff because we had pulled that dopey with like the packs of Chinese Floodborn that I got the Cinderella from.
That was why we were opening them.
That-
Right,
that
was
was-
why we
that
were
was
opening 'cause
another-
we were
yeah,
looking
that's true.
for Dopey card because that was the one I
We were
wanted to
looking
get
for
signed.
anything from Kendall because we saw he had all the dwarves. But anyway, so we had seen that one of the vendors had that Mickey, so I like ran over and like bought it super quick. There was a bunch of people standing in line. I'm like, I know exactly what I want. Can I just like buy it really quick? Then ran back
Yeah.
and had him doodle
Yeah.
on it.
That's so
Super nice.
awesome. And then we met one other artist while we were there, Andrew Thompson, who has
Andrew
only done
Thompson.
one card in the game,
And-
but it's an enchanted.
It's gorgeous.
We
And
both
we're
got it signed the same way.
Twinsies.
Well, so this is what's so funny about this is I couldn't find his booth for the life of me.
It was
the
really hard
first
to
day.
Took us
find.
for
So
honestly
then-
finding any booth was kind of difficult.
Yeah. So then I think Julie put in our Discord because she's like the master of knowing Gen Con stuff. She put in where the booth was. So I went there. I was the first one there. And what he does is he shows you like a book of signatures that you can get. And the moment I saw that signature, I was like, yep, that one goes on this card. I was like, I'm sorry, Brad. I don't have time to message and get a response. We're doing this.
I'm happy with anything. I didn't realize that there were going to be other options. I'm happy with what you got. I think you picked the right one.
And well, what's so funny about it though is that we all independently picked the exact same signature. I did
without knowing.
Kirsten and Andy did, and I also
in
think
a couple
Timmy
of hours
did as
of
well.
each other.
Yeah, all picked the exact same signature. No conversation between us about it. So we all had the exact same idea of what belonged on this card. Mean, so much so that I think Andy, he told you that that might be the official Lorcana signature because he has like a specific signature he does only on like the magic cards that he does, I think, and this one might be, but it's also just really interesting seeing how the artists do things a little different. Like you were talking about how Kendall kind of like, it's like kind of pretends to draw over it first before he like puts the pen to the cardboard to kind of just figure out what the design is. And then how Andrew Thompson basically takes like a little bit of like alcohol or something to like rub off where he's going to put the signature so that it sticks better to the card. So just kind of seeing the artists do their own, flavor or how they do their thing is always really interesting.
So, speaking of artists, I bet my boy Dick Burns.
Hey, let's go.
Whose name I'm not afraid to say unless it's in Japanese, in which case I can't pronounce it. Sorry. And then I also saw this guy that is signed by none other than Greg Tito himself. And he had a couple interactions with Greg. Great guy. Talked to him
Lots of fun.
on the first day. Later saw him on the streets of Indianapolis, shouted, "I love you, Greg Tito." He said, "I love you too." So I think that means we're best friends. But later he came by with a booster box of set 7 and said, "I need to get rid of these. Here, do you want some?" And gave all of us packs.
We were just sitting at a table near him. It was super, super sweet. He gave Julie packs, Jimmy packs.
I think it has to be said
all of us packs.
He gave Julie one more pack than the rest of us. So Julie might be his favorite. More
probably
than me.
deserved.
But in my pack, I got this card, and I figured this is the best one for Greg Tito to sign because it looks like Greg Tito when Dick Burns asked him to say his name. He goes, "Ah!"
That was the joke.
That was the joke. And he liked it. So
I actually had Greg, Coop, Kyle sign the playmat that I had Steve and Ryan Miller sign in Seattle. So now it has like a bunch of Ravensburger staff signing on it, and it was really funny. The first person I had sign it was Greg, and I was like, "You're the first person I've had sign this since I've had Steve and Ryan sign." He's like, "Well, I don't know if I should be signing it." I was like, "Yes, absolutely, you should be signing it. Sign it now."
Do it, sign it.
So
breaking news: Greg Tito removed as communications manager from Ravensburger.
That's not.
Don't say that.
Takes job as president of.
He was honestly great. I will say though, that man has so much energy because on the last day when they did the last card reveal, I was like, dude, it is Sunday. It is like 12 o'clock. You're at like an 11. I need you at least at a 7. You are way too hype for the last day of the convention. Because it's actually really funny. These two can attest because we did the quest, the first chapter quest, like on Friday, I think. And what they do, the quest is really cool. They give you this paper that has 6 cards on it. They're all of one property. So this is Alice in Wonderland. They give you 3 packs, and then you have to go find what?
I got Aladdin. I was just
yeah.
throwing in
Okay.
another example.
All right. And you get 3 packs, and you trade to try to you match all of them and stuff. And and so Kyle was the one who kind of did it, which was really funny. So like, Hoop, the head of competitive play, and Kyle, head of rules, are doing the most casual
Yeah.
Lorcana events.
It's so fun though.
But it was so much more fun than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought this was just going to be like, it's like I'm going there because I want to get the Ana promo, and also like I'm playing the first chapter lottery. But I loved it so much I went back 3 more times the time that I did it while I was there, because it only took like 30-40 minutes, so it was a really easy thing to like fit in. But the first day, Kyle was like super hyped. He was like, people like everybody would like clap when he would say something and stuff. And he went through the rules and stuff, and everything was really fun. But as I progressively kept going, people would be like real hype, and he's like, "That's too much hype. Like, I need you to bring it down." like you're like, come on, I need Saturday energy of a convention.
That's funny.
I need Sunday energy of a convention. But which was really cool about it is that so they didn't do it for the first chapter one, but for every other one I went, they when you went in, they gave you the sheet. Then he would go through the rule spiel, and he'd be like, "Hey, I've got some harder ones for you to do. But in order to do the harder ones, you have to give up the one you got." And there's a risk that you don't meet them, because the harder ones have like super rares in rare cards in them. And so you could potentially not get what you want.
Right.
And
is there a benefit to winning the hard one?
No, there's no benefit. Just
pride.
Just pride, just glory.
Yeah.
So I did the hard one every single time, and I got that Ana every single time. The promo.
Congrats.
And the hard one, honestly though, I will say I think the hard one in some paradoxically might have been a little easier, because
nobody needed
the biggest risk you run with the hard one is not so much that you can't is not that like you won't be able to get it, it's whether or not somebody even pulls the card you need with the limited amount of packs that exist.
Right.
Because here's the thing is like, when you do the easier one, a lot of people are competing for the same card pool. So it actually makes it a little harder to do, because like you kind of have to be like, okay, well, you go submit yours, and then we'll trade and come back and do it. Whereas like when you get
many of them.
Yeah, when you get the hard one, you're really like one of the only people that has that particular hard one. Maybe one other person has it, if like more if everybody does the hard one, which not everybody does in all of them. So it's much easier to be like, hey, like one of them might need it to the Bell Mystic and
the playable one.
Yeah, the super rare. And so I was like, if anybody pulls this card, please let me know.
Did you have to trade?
Yeah.
That's like you do at the Set Champions. Attention,
there was a lot of shouting.
Did you have to trade?
There was always a lot of shouting.
Did you have to trade Kyle for any cards?
I did not.
He came around, and there was a couple of us who didn't have any of the card. I guess some people completed it maybe, and then just like went to the next event. Or we were having trouble getting some of them, and so he came around with like a stack of the cards that he knew like people will be looking for, like the rares and super rares and stuff. So,
but
he was there. He was there to help people out. It was nice.
I mean, everybody was there to help people out. It was like, honestly, the quest was exactly what like brings this community together. And like just the fact that like you could either be a brand new player, which in every session there were people who had never played Lorcana before that were doing this, to people that are competitive players that I know have been to DLCs, and like everybody leaves with a smile on their face because it's just a fun experience. Now maybe some of those people don't go back again, but I thought it was a lot of fun just to experience the community. I did one with Enchanted Kim. I did one with Lady Britt, who she also taught folks there how to play the heroic version of Lorcana, which is really cool.
We gotta get in on that. We can get
Yeah,
that
I'm
yeah,
talking
started.
to her about it. I got her on Discord. I'm talking to her about it.
I need to connect with her a little bit too. But it was so
I'll see
great.
about making a group chat.
All right.
Yeah, but she was like, it was really funny.
I'll see
So
about it.
she was like,
About
she's like, I'm saving you a seat in the room. So I was with her and 3 other people, and all 3 of us in our little group elected to get the hard one. It was really funny too, because when Kyle is like going through and stuff, Lady Britt raises her hand. It's like, okay, there's 4 left, and then I did, and it's like 3 left. And stuff. I'm like trying to get how many of the hard ones were left and stuff.
That's funny.
But it was just so fun.
Good.
Honestly, I really have to say, I think the quest experience was honestly the highlight of my Lorcana events at GenCon. And I say that even though like I want to be like, the whole premise of our podcast is to be a more competitive player and stuff, but the quest really emphasized to me how great the community is. And I think you hear that and how JDZ talks about it, how you know, Liam and all these folks, the content creators, talk about how great the quest experience was. I
It was
think even
just
Liam
so
mentioned on the Illumineers, like he had kind of, I think, the same impression I did. Like, this is something we're gonna go do to get the promo card and stuff, but not realizing like how much fun it was to actually do it. So yeah.
Absolutely.
That's good
Well,
Couldn't agree
so-
more.
we're quickly running out of time here. So do we want to try
Yeah.
and touch base on some set champ
Well,
stuff? We got one more.
before I
we don't
do,
wanna...
I got it. We got to
You
show
got your chainmail bear.
Chainmail
You were
bear,
so
which-
excited for
Yes.
which, by the way, I didn't realize how much because like the name of the event is called Chainmailing a Bear.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how misconception that people would think that like I was making a bear out of chainmail, not making a chainmail shirt on a bear.
Nice.
But it's actually a little crop top. He's got a
It's
little
so
crop
cute.
top.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a lot of
He's
fun.
safe. He's safe from all
I love
danger
it.
there.
Yep. Let's
Uh,
talk about
Yeah, so
sets.
set champs. Brad, you were the only one to play this past
Yeah.
weekend. We were all busy.
It's almost had it, guys. 13 people at Fortuna Games, one of our pillar stores. Somehow made the top 4 cut. I wasn't expecting to. I lost my first game, then I won out the rest of the day. And the final game, I ran into Amber Steel aggro. I talked about it a little bit on the local. I'm not going to harp on it too much here. But what it came down to was on the draw, I won the first game and I was feeling good. I lost decisively on the second. The third one, I made a fatal error in not bouncing the right card. I needed to bounce the else to exert his winning character, his winning glimmer, and it was a mistake that I have to live with. But for more discussion on that, I do have the deck list on our Discord if you want to join. Description below, and on there, whole conversation going about that, how we can improve it, and what we're looking forward to with Blurple in the future of Fabled. But
Blurple best
yeah.
deck in Fabled? Question mark.
Blurple best deck.
Anyway. Yeah, and then we have set champs coming up. I know Kirsten and I are doing one on Saturday and one on Sunday. We're gonna be at Wild Growth Games in Illinois.
Yep.
Yes.
Friend of the podcast has a store they opened out there, and we're excited to go to their first set champs. I saw that the mayor was also registered in that event, as well as Villain Vince. You make the trip out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's
You're muted.
muted, so
No, Vince.
Oh yes,
Vince
I
is
will
gone.
be there.
you will be there.
There we go.
I
And
just
then-
got to figure out exactly where it's at.
Sunday,
Yep.
we're gonna be
It's
heading
in
out
Highland, Illinois.
Sunday, we're gonna head out to Gamers Bazaar in Farmington, which is a trip for us, but we've got some listeners out there in Farmington, and we've been out there a couple times before. Ron and I have had some success. Interestingly enough, you know who else was registered out in Farmington? It was Villain Vince. Villain Vince, you
Vince?
joining us out in
Whoa!
Farmington on
Will
Sunday?
he show up?
He's
Trying to
really
get that
trying to
attention.
grind that puppies deck and get that playing at.
You know what he's trying to do?
Speaking
Trying
of
to win a
puppies,
match to trade us.
I hinted at it earlier. I'm not gonna dive deep into it, but I did want to mention it. I'm not playing puppies, but I am playing a Amber deck right now that is hitting very, very hard this week. Monday night I
Ludwig.
play tested it. Wednesday I played very well with it. Thursday I played well with it. and it feels really, really good. I'm not going to get into. I've been if you want to look into what exactly it is, it's gains. I'm talking to him on the Discord, and
You're cutting out. You're cutting out, buddy.
so sorry.
Lore gains.
Shout out to Lore Gains for this Amber
Nice.
Sapphire deck. I'm not going to spread the sauce here on this podcast because I am playing with it tomorrow, but I am excited to talk about it at some point because it has been very fun to play this week.
Nice.
I will attest that he has enjoyed this deck.
Kirsten, I wonder what you're playing this weekend.
Yeah, I'm less excited after my experience yesterday going 0-6 at Bodox. So that
One
was
of them
super
goes to
fun.
my deck.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Made me feel really
for
good.
rubbing it in.
I'm not rubbing it in.
Unfortunate. My first two matchups were like my worst matchup with the Ruby Sapphire items list.
Yep.
So that was a thing.
All right, we'll ask the chat. Start a poll. Which version of Ruby Sapphire should Kirsten play at sets? Mana or items?
Tomorrow. You can't just completely rework.
No,
her
you can't.
deck.
You can't do that.
I
She's
mean, yeah,
played
I can,
both. She's
we have
practiced
both.
the same amount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But she doesn't
fine.
have to listen to the poll.
To be
She's not
fair, I'm probably
contractually
more
obligated.
used to the items version just because it's so close to the Emerald Sapphire items that I was
that you
playing
have played.
anyway.
That's fair too.
Gives the
I
people
think
something to do.
Play, though.
Our
All right.
So,
What's next?
First, I just want to remind folks that you've still got a few minutes left to put in for the giveaway. I believe Brad keeps putting that in the chat.
Big stuff.
We got 15 people in there now so far. We'll go through villain up, wrap that up,
Brad.
giveaway. Yeah.
You keep cutting out. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
keep cutting out, buddy.
How am I cutting out? I'm not even moving. Maybe I'm
I
moving
don't
too
know.
much. I don't
But
know.
yeah, you're
Maybe.
right. Let's move on to
Villain of the week.
Someone's really got to take that thing away from him.
Yeah, who gave him that?
I love it.
Who's
love
doing it?
all right.
We gotta keep it.
Apologies to Gantu. We have the first chapter and returning in Fabled Hades Infernal Schemer. Legendary and now an enchanted card in Sapphire. 7 cost, uninkable. 3 strength, 6 willpower, quest for 2. It's a dream-born villain deity. Is there a downside to this? When you play this character, you may put chosen opposing character into their player's inkwell face down. And the original art was by Matthew Robert Davis, and the enchanted art is by Lady Shellerin.
It's been a long time coming getting this card in here. We've talked about it for weeks, like literal weeks, months. That like, you want to do Hades this week? Nah, something else is hot right. But given that they showed this enchanted on Thursday and this is the time. Let's bring Hades into this. He's not going anywhere. He's coming in on rotation. He's sticking around. He's going to make Blurpool a tier 1 deck at the start of the set, and it's just hard removal. You are ramping the character, but by that time, or your opponent, but by that time, it's just hard removal. You're looking for the sharks. You're looking for heavy hitters that are problematic. So Hades is a quick answer to that. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, the enchanted card is probably like, I don't know, it's probably top 2. I really think like the Tamatoa currently is like the best enchanted card. It's playable, very, very playable, very, very, very beautiful. Like, such great art.
Much great, very great.
The best.
So wow.
Honestly, like Elsa is kind of mid-tier
baby.
art. You heard me. You heard it here. Elsa enchanted mid-tier. On the art, it's just the Elsa factor is really.
Get out of here.
Well,
I think cards like
outta
this
here.
Archimedes are
Stay for
definitely
your hot
much
takes.
more beautiful.
And
But
he's spitting hot takes.
I'm just going to
Hades is a
say,
great card. I'm glad he's here.
when they revealed this on the main stage, people freaked out.
God.
I freaked out. I realized
freaked
that
out.
this when I saw this card, all I saw was like dollar signs, and my
Yep.
bank account just draining to 0 very rapidly.
Yep.
I was like,
Villain
they're
of everyone's bank account.
poor financial decisions incoming.
Oops.
Because this card, one, I've loved Hades since the beginning. Also, I just gotta know. I feel like this has to signify Hades Big Bad when coming soon?
Yes.
Question mark.
We thought he was the
Yes.
next one, but it's Jafar. I got Gary in the chat who's hot on Emerald Sapphire right now, and I've been playing him on Monday nights, and he's been running the Shift Milo Thatch, a quest for 3, and when he's banished, all the opposing characters go back to your hand. He says in the chat,
Ooh.
Milo hates him, talking about Hades. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, yeah, because you don't get that effect when that Milo goes to your equal.
Yeah.
And Hades will be even harder to like. Hades was already so great because, he broke the threshold of like a Zeus, so 6 willpower instead of 5, so he could survive something like a Zeus. And now with cards like potentially Maui Hero to All, that's not being reprinted, right? Has it been revealed?
Not yet.
It's not been announced.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't seen
And
it.
Ladies
none
in
of the
chairs.
ladies in chairs.
Ladies in chairs, nope.
Yeah.
Brawl, nope. Big Sisu, nope. None of these on the table. Zeus, nope. It's going to be much harder to remove. Meanwhile, Hades in Sapphire has Tipo, Sail. It got the Winnie the Pooh back. Do we get Great Stone Dragon back? I feel like I've seen
Not
that.
I
yet.
hope so.
Not
It's
yet.
on my
Yeah.
list, though. I need that
Okay.
point.
You need that point. But Great
I
Stone
need that
Dragon
point.
Enchanted When? Question mark. So it's just like an all around really, really good card. Great
Yep.
playability, great enchanted art.
Yeah.
I'm with Vince when we're gonna be literally fighting each other to figure out to who can buy it first. Like
Yeah.
One of you guys, you'll pull for sure. I have no doubt in my mind the amount of enchanted you guys pull. This will probably be the first one. I'm going to put that on you. So-
Honestly, this might be the first
That's
set
that Gucci on me.
where I feel like Andy and Kirsten, the amount of packs they buy might actually rival the amount of packs I buy.
is that because you think we're gonna buy less, or you're gonna buy that much?
I'm gonna buy more, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna probably buy a little less, and I'm gonna buy a lot more.
So
Whatever it is, I'm going to still be down. Like
This
you're up
is-
here, and I'm way down here.
this is how much we thought we were gonna buy with Fabled when it first was announced, and then this is when we heard it was like reprints, and then this is when we heard there was no new art, and there's like 171 reprints, and then we saw epics, and we saw iconics, and then
Peaking Undisputed.
and then and like so it's been
Call
this
me
like
if
ups
you
and
pull that.
downs. But now with like Hades and things like that, I don't know.
All
We'll
the
probably just
enchanted
buy
are
way.
so pretty.
The answer is
Yep.
whatever we think we are gonna set ourselves to buy, we always just buy more. So it's
that's
a-
totally
it's a
fair.
problem.
Totally fair. I will say how I buy will be very dependent on what the pull rate of epics are.
Epics
Yeah.
or iconics.
Well,
Well,
iconics are gonna like I'm not pinning
Good luck.
any hope on seeing
Good
an
luck.
iconic. But epics though are supposed to be more common than enchanteds. So like, are we talking an epic per box? Are we talking
Yeah, epic per box.
2 boxes?
Epic per
Because if
box.
it's an epic for box, I'm buying lots of boxes.
all the boxes. All the boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes
And
on
then-
boxes
and
on
then what I'm
boxes.
Lots
doing-
of boxes.
What I'm doing is when we all get in line at Bodox, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Brad, you go in front of me," and then Brad buys 4 packs, and then like watch him open his packs. No epic. Okay, all right.
Happens every week.
You go
every
in
week.
front of me, Ron. That's cool. That's cool. You buy a couple packs. No epic.
But then you'll be
Let me get
mad
the
when
rest of the
something
box,
else pulls it.
please.
Yeah.
Let me get the rest of the box. Yeah, I'm gonna get all them. Just right here, please.
You gotta go to Fortuna and pre-order.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes, yes,
do.
yes.
Should we get into
Go to your
the
LGS and
showcase there?
pre-ordered Fable.
Yeah.
Artist showcase. Is that what you said?
Artist showcase, original art, Matthew Robert Davies. We got the new Ariel, not the new Ariel, the reprinted Ariel that we know is coming. The Singer 7 in the single player decks. The Yen Sid, I'm hoping is coming back. It's not looking likely at this point. All my brooms are falling by the wayside. Of course, the Enchanted. We talked about this artist before. We always bring up both the base art and the Enchanted. Beautiful, beautiful cards there. Got a large library here. I even like this new Radigan.
Radigan.
The A-cost Inca- Radigan. The A-cost
Radigan.
Inca Bowl. That's one of in my Blurple currently. And then, of course, the base Hades. Moving on to Lady Shalaran. I think She has 6 cards, if I remember, in 6 cards in the game currently. We looked at one earlier when you held up the Desperate Plan. Enchanted is the only Enchanted. We also know that the Elsa 5th Spirit coming up in the promo box that's coming out, like the Lilo box that we've had before. I think that's coming out in October. That is also Lady Shalloran. She's got Snow White, the Queen, Commanding Presence, Ursula, Sea Witch Queen, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, and Sisu, Emboldened Warrior. I don't know that any of these are coming back in rotation currently. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is on, I think, mine and Kirsten's list because there is a
it
play
has
mat.
to. It's a play mat. Come
There's a
on,
play mat
where
coming
is
up.
it?
So, and then I could also see the Sea Witch Queen coming as well.
It definitely still available on the slots here.
I have
for
breaking
Bibbidi Bobbidi
news.
Boo come.
Breaking news.
I have breaking
Breaking
news
news.
from the chat. Toby has officially eaten all the Chinese food.
Uh-oh.
I am going. I'm going hungry tonight. Call me Chris
Bre-
Cornell.
Send your
Going
breadcrumbs to the mayor. He'll be hungry tonight. Toby has eaten all the Chinese food.
All right.
I just threw the link in the chat for one last. Anybody who hasn't been here the entire time, we are doing a giveaway. If you want to get yourself onto that form, we'll give you 1 or 2 minutes here to fill that out. Just your name and YouTube handle, so we can quick raffle here.
Quickly, I've got you all on the wheel.
One of
You gotta
each.
say you're
Already?
here.
Yeah, I've got everybody on the wheel.
one of each
The sheets. Toby growing boy
card.
from Julie in the chat.
Yes.
But yeah. While we give folks a minute, one thing I wanted to since you kind of mentioned the promos and stuff, we see that the Bell Accomplished Mystic is going to have a special promo in.
Yeah, we need to touch on that. Yeah.
We've got a lot. We're going to talk about a lot of this.
We'll have plenty of
for
time
weeks.
to talk about that.
Talk about it. And then we've got the promos that are on the Treasure, as well. The Disney Treasure.
I want them all.
See, and then I
Potential
think
honeymoon location.
I think there's going to be a promo in Disney stores for the Bell
Apprentice.
Apprentice Eventer.
Yeah.
So
Lots
Which,
of
that one-
promos.
I may actually be able
Drive
to
to
get.
Branson.
Listen, anyone out there, if you've got one of those promos from the
There's Disney store
cruise
there.
or from the Disney store
I
or
don't
from
think they're
Disneyland,
equivalent of value
I
currently.
got you. I got goofies on Plutos. Sorry, Plutos on
Pluto.
Plutos on Plutos on Plutos for you. Okay.
All right.
I am closing the poll closing the form now.
Okay. Are we ready to spin the wheel?
Oh, we got 2 spins. Don't forget. First
gotcha.
spin, we could do second place prize, which is this.
All right.
mat.
All right, here we go. I'm spinning the wheel now.
Spin the wheel.
Actually, don't know how to close this.
So the winner for the playmat, if you're in the chat, is Impish Matt is their handle.
Impish Matt, I
Matt.
saw you in the
Oh,
chat
he's in our
earlier.
Discord too.
Yeah.
So Impish Matt, are you still
You
here?
gotta say hello.
You gotta say hello. Or
We'll give him a couple minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we
Yeah,
have any other? Oh, I have some things I didn't. You guys might see it in the background. My Dopey Stitch dressed as Dopey
yeah.
art.
Don't forget your Cobra Bubbles.
Cobra Bubbles for president.
But mine's best.
Kirsten's got
Yeah.
Stitch.
Oh,
as an
do you have the
Maleficent.
artwork you bought? Didn't you buy the Maleficent artwork? Oh, it looks so good.
Right?
I don't actually know how
Kind
to
of hard to
turn
see because
the-
it's
off the-
super shiny. There, that might be a little better.
We also got
Uh,
the Riftbound Ari promo, which
My
is
favorite character.
Kirsten's favorite League
I-
of Legends character.
I don't know anything about it. Did you guys like that? Did you like the
It was okay.
It's okay.
But we also got
I think we might have to roll
More
again. Impish Matt
Ravensburger
is
cake.
Oh, I
Does
got
not-
that too. We got to play that sometime.
and the Gloomies game.
Oh, that looks so cute.
Gloomies.
I'm very excited. to try
All
this.
right. Do we have to re-roll?
I think we have to re-roll. Impish Matt is no longer here. He hasn't, or they haven't spoken up.
All right.
No.
I
why
can't figure
don't-
out how to close the form here.
What if we roll again and they win it again?
I removed them from the thing. Dad Kana. Dad
Dad
Kana.
Kana.
Wins
Luke,
the
are you
playmat.
here?
Let's go.
Dad Kana.
Stitch Playman. Stitch Playman.
They're both. I mean, the rules are that they have to be present to win. They're both in our Discord. Reach out. But
You gotta be here. You gotta be here.
Gotta be
That's
here.
the
That was
that's
the
the
rule.
rules. That's the
23
Yeah,
rules.
people
the
watch
rules.
18 responses. So let's re-roll.
Well, we can
Again?
wait for not again. We gotta give
Well,
him
yeah,
a
give
minute
him a
or
minute.
two. There's a delay and stuff. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't put it in the chat before. Yeah.
I
My bad.
mean, not
Might have-
that
might
big
have
a
been a
delay. We've
spoiler.
already no, it wasn't a spoiler. I'm just saying. We gotta chit chat about whatever else is going on. Hey, did you see that Ursula? Check this out. We'll put it up on the screen again. The Ursula Sea Witch that is getting reprinted in set 9. Look at the bottom left corner. That's a 9. Yeah, you thought it was 4, whatever one it was. But it's not. It's 9. This is a pretty cool card. I'm excited to use
I like
it.
your transitions, Andy.
Yeah, you like that?
I
Yeah,
like
it's really
that.
cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I used a tool online to help me make that.
Was it one of the?
It was not AI based. It was just
Oh,
like,
okay. All right. All
it
right.
was just like
all
upload
right.
your logo and it adds it to like a.
Anyway,
That's pretty cool.
All right. I think we respin.
Just give Jimmy all the
Jimmy all the-
giveaways. I mean, that's what's gonna happen, Jimmy.
All the-
if
right?
no one shows up.
Jimmy shouldn't even be on here.
Why not? Jimmy's eligible.
Jimmy is
we
eligible.
we have Chip.
Which chip? What is their user?
There's only one
YouTube
chip.
name?
It's
YouTube
Chip
Chip
name.
P.
of Lock 8603.
Not the Emerald Champion. Give Mrs. Mayor the prizes. I don't know who's saying that, but they are. Maybe they're onto something. We'll never know who that could possibly be that is saying.
Yeah. So at Chip.
There's
Chip's
Chip.
here.
Oh,
Chip's
there we
here.
go.
Winner, winner.
We got a
What up?
winner.
We got a playmat
Yay.
winner.
Now what happens?
The offer still
Hooray.
stands.
No, that's the
Um,
promos, right?
No, that's
Oh,
the
that was the
playmat.
playmat.
There's a
Oh, who got the
playmat.
promos?
Nobody got
Nobody
the promos
yet. This
We haven't
is the
done
first
them
person that
yet.
showed
We were
up,
starting with
remember?
the second.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Okay, got it.
Because nobody has shown
Wow.
up yet. We got
Alright.
two
Anyway.
disqualifications.
You ready? We ready for the
Chip gets the playmat.
Now we
the
gotta do
offer?
the promos.
Offer still stands, Chip.
What-
You
what-
can get it signed by the villains.
What now though, Brad? They're gonna email you. You
What's
gonna
that?
you gonna email them, I guess, and
I can
figure out how to get
email
it to
who?
them? The winner.
It's Chip. We know Chip.
Oh, we know Chip.
Yeah, he won the D23
That Chip?
Mickey.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Chip. Okay, I know a lot of
Yeah.
Chips. You never know. Could be Chip from somewhere else.
the
That's
grand prize winner for the promos
Sign it.
is PD Waterhouse.
Who's
PD
that?
Waterhouse.
Oh, Chip does want us to sign it, so we will
Chip
sign
does.
it.
Oh my god.
Is PD Waterhouse in the chat?
Is he in the house?
Or she?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
in the chat. All right. Do we have any last thoughts?
I have my my pronouns from GenCon.
Oh, I don't know where my badge
I like
is.
that.
I had some pretty good
like
Oh,
ones. I
mine's
had
over
one,
there.
Let's get
And hanging up on
trashed.
the wall.
I had Let's Get Trashed. That was a good one.
So,
I got
yeah,
this.
PD Waterhouse.
This is art that Dustin,
Your mic went funky.
one of the artists
Mine
from
did?
Lorcana,
Yeah,
they
it's okay
did
now.
this.
That's fine now.
It's a commissioned art piece for
Very
Alright.
cool.
Going once.
Who did that?
Dustin,
Dustin.
the same
Going
person who
twice.
does Alice and Raya.
Oh, you bought a piece of artwork from him?
Yeah,
it was a
from
League of Legends artwork.
Mm.
It was like a commissioned piece for like a gallery they're having in Los Angeles. It's fancy stuff, Vince. Us Midwesterners wouldn't understand.
Well, I don't know anything about League of Legends to begin with.
I don't know anything about art to begin with either, but
All right, we will spin again.
Spin again.
Oh, Oh, I thought it. So we got Gary Clow 2320. Gary Clow.
Is that?
I hope I'm saying that right.
Agent Gary.
We
might
need
be.
we need more
there's two Garys.
incentive
There
for
are two
people to be
Garys.
here to win these prizes. For each person that doesn't show up, I'll eat one of the promos, and then there's one less to give to the
No.
next person. First one to go is the
I want
Pluto.
to eat my Chinese. That's in the other room.
No, it's too late. Toby ate it all.
Oh yeah,
Toby
sorry.
ate it all.
Dang it,
Toby
Toby.
ate it all.
All right, Chip. We'll give you a few seconds, and then we're gonna
Oh, Gary.
roll right
Gary,
along.
no.
Gary,
I mean,
Gary, I'm
Gary?
sorry, Gary,
Chip didn't win
Gary.
again.
No, Gary.
We
You
should-
got a message. Got to put in the chat. We're moving on. So sorry. Rules are you got to be in the chat. You got to be in the chat.
I'm gonna
Right,
eat
spin
so
again.
much pizza.
All right.
Prizes
Spinning
spin
again.
again. All right, it happens.
Then again.
This is off the rails.
This is the
says
rails.
Jimmy. I concur. Vince is our wheelmaster. Who to land on? Is it Jimmy?
No, it's Heather Aarons.
Heather!
Oh, it's
Let's go.
Heather.
And she's in
15
the
times
chat.
charm. And she's in the chat. Let's go.
Air horn.
Let's go.
Woo,
Yay!
Heather.
I can't find the party.
Thank you for hanging out
emoji.
with us. One of each
Thank
of
you
the
to
promos
everybody.
Yes,
from
thank
Yeah.
you
Gen Con.
so much for the 23 people that are in chat, of which I think 3 of them are us.
Called it.
Not me. It's not me. I'm not in there.
So yeah. But we'll do our outro here. So let us know your thoughts on all of this news, the reveal that we've had, the villain of the week, knowing more about Gen Con. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're joining us on audio, which this will be out in a few days on audio, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
And if you're joining us on YouTube, which in this case you are, because that's the only place that it is right now, unless you're in the future, in which case maybe you're on one of those audio platforms like Vince said. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. 500 subscribers. This is so awesome. Next milestone 1,000. Can we get there by the end of the month? And if we do, Vince will play a literal 99 puppy deck at a DLC.
No, I will not. I will
99
not
puppies
do that. I
and one
will not
enchanted
do
Elsa.
that.
That's
Hey,
the
it's only
deck.
20 more
That's the
cards.
deck. 99
It's
puppies and
illegal.
one enchanted Elsa. And then that's it. And so be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and then whatever Brad says.
All that good stuff. Thank you to Ravensburger for the opportunity. The reveal today. I know we said it earlier, but we can't express enough how privileged and honored we are that you think of us in this, giving us this kind of opportunity with the reveal. So to everybody else, thank you for tuning in. We understand your time is valuable. Why we spent 2 hours with you tonight. I appreciate you spending it, a little bit of it with us. If you would like to follow along as we plot our devious plans, consider following us on our socials. We're on Instagram, Blue Sky, and the platform formerly known as Twitter at Rules of Villainy. We also have a growing community on Discord, in which you could join with the link in the description.
Yeah. Until next week, stay safe, fellow villains. Be where you want to be heroes who want to disrupt your villainous plans. And as always, remember the rules of villainy.